peace. We ain't peacekeeping and getting mopped up, spring cleaning. I'm catchy, without a chorus. Wallet thicker than a thesaurus. Can't catch me like Run Forest. Bars kicking, I'm Chuck Norris. Ooh, wait, I think something's wrong. What's your name? I got it. Dropping gold, I'm a lucky charm. Too much, I need more pockets. Jacket massive fit, chicks immaculate. All black windows, I'm an activist. Still get mad at this. Somehow it's a classic and a hit. Batting average is 100%. I've been stacking it since I was a kid. I practiced it, then mastered it. Spit more great verses than a pastor did. No features, who's going after this?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the building, live from the green room, episode number
32.
Episode number 32, season 2. Thank you to all of our subscribers. Thank you to that new wave of subscribers that came on board.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys get familiar with the older episodes too. We got some real dope shit that you probably didn't see that I'm sure you would appreciate as well.
Yeah.
Shout out to our sponsor, Captain Kirk Jamaican Rum Punch. We gotta jump right into this because I know we got a lot to cover today with our guest. This is the intro I want to give you. I want to make sure that I give you your props this entire episode, okay? Because I feel like you probably don't even realize how much I fuck with you. You know, really. We cool.
I know you fuck with me.
We cool, but you probably like, yeah, Tone, yeah. But I like, okay, so I consider very few comics to be in a similar space that I am.
Right.
And I will explain. So for me,
okay,
there are people that come to my shows that leave with a very favorable impression of me after they see me do stand-up.
Right.
Because they knew me from TV.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know me from stand-up first.
Right.
They knew me from my second thing that made me famous, not the first thing, not my love. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I get people that come to the shows that just is like, oh, I just knew you was Chris Rock's brother. Mm-hmm. And they leave like, God damn, I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah.
So I got like a fan base that finds out, almost 50% of the fan base finds out after the fact.
Right.
We came for something else.
That's weird though.
But then we leave like, yo, shit, we ain't even know. Not knowing that this is my first love. This is the thing that made everything else possible. Yep. Right? Chris Rock's brother is just my family, but stand-up made TV possible. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like you and I are in the same regard because you're one of those guys that you'll be on a show with bigger names.
All the time, man.
But they'll leave and go, yo, that dude, that dude was the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
now,
I appreciate that.
My question is like, do you agree with that? And the second part of the question is, how do you see yourself as opposed to what I just said?
Well, I mean, I agree wholeheartedly, but the space that I'm in comedically is weird as shit because the game is weird right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's motherfuckers are struggling. They canceling shows. They're doing 2-for-1s. Like the game is all fucked up right now. So I feel like you need a sweet spot to be in if you don't have one.
Right.
You know, like if you ain't already one of them dudes that sell tickets or the clubs don't fuck with you like that and they'll paper the room for you. Like you got to just be in a sweet spot.
Right.
And I got one and I had that shit a long time. Like I've been with DL for like 12 fucking years.
Yeah.
So that has opened a lot of doors for me and got me other gigs and all that. But I love being in that space because it's tailor-made for me. Like I can just go, because I'm an older nigga. So I can go out there and the crowd is just, they don't know who I am. Ain't never seen me before. But afterwards, they'd be like, wow.
They're so excited to see DL that they're like, we'll just accept this guy, right? But then you start going in and it's like, oh, shit.
Oh, yeah,
Verified.
Son, I see you, like, I don't see you as much as I used to, but I would like be out and about and go to Ontario to see DL or go somewhere and like, I'm in New York and DL's doing, and I'm watching like, and I'm telling my people like, no, I'm telling you, yo, Bo, what you see Bo, yo?
Yeah, I'm just a wild factor, man. I mean,
you like a wild card in that regard, yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I say that, all that to say, I had to get that question out first and foremost. Our guest today, stand-up comic, refuses to be a content creator, wants to speak on the game and all of its problems and how we can correct it. Bo Dacious, y'all. Give it up for Bo Dacious.
Yes,
live in the green room.
Thanks for coming, brother.
My brother. Yeah. So good to have you here.
Yeah. Honored to be here, man.
10 days in LA.
Never done that before. Never done it. Because this ain't my vibe out here.
What is it from?
Where you from?
I'm an East Coast nigga. I'm Virginia Beach, man.
Virginia Beach.
Yeah, I'm just totally, I mean, it's a culture shock out here for me, but I've traveled the country enough to be able to adapt to anything, but it's totally different out here for me. And I've always, you know, you run into a lot of cats that be in LA and all that throughout your travels. And, hey, yo, nigga, anytime you come out there, it's like, nigga, when I do go out there, it's always I'm in Arkansas, nigga. So you get enough of that. You just be like, you know what? When it happens for me, it's just gonna happen. I'm never gonna take that time to just jump up and go out there and stay, because I can struggle at the crib. You know what I mean? And plus, I got a family and all that shit, and I'm just deeply rooted in Virginia.
Right.
So I get to leave every week. So I don't have a urge to come out here and stay. But every comic has to come out here and stay a little while. Like I knew that to be a fact. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna give it a shot and see what I can accomplish.
Wait, so that's the 10 days?
10 days.
You clearly cats come out here to see what they can accomplish. Give it 6 months.
You might get a reservation.
I got 10 days to see what I can make happen.
But I just never stay no more than 3 or 4 days, man. Like, I come for the weekend because I'm just like, man, I'm not funding that shit. I'm not going to
I'm not gonna
get
fund
a car
that
for a week and all this shit and pay for hotels for 10 days. So it happened, just so happened I was doing, Ontario one week and then Oxnard the next week. And I'm just like, I'm not going to fly back and forth. So I might as well just stay out there and just fill out my schedule and see what I can do.
That's what's up.
That's funny. I just had this conversation with a comic, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I was in Jacksonville this past weekend, and his comic was like, yo, I think I'm gonna come out there for a couple of weeks or move out there." I said, "Let me tell you something, bro." I said, "You coming to LA for if you come out here for 2 years, that's nothing." I said, 2 years, you just really getting an apartment that like your apartment, because the first 2 years you probably gonna be
somebody
couching or whatever, or trying to figure out." I said, you need to give yourself at least 10 years for somebody for people to even really kind of know who you are, like, regularly. Like, oh, that's so-and-so, so-and-so. Then you need to give yourself 20 years to even, give to start getting auditions and to start like really booking on a regular type of situation. And I said, a lot of people come out here with unrealistic expectations. I'm gonna give myself 2 years or 3 years to do that. I'm like, you might as well not come. You might as well just stay home.
But that's coming. They come out blindly. Like,
they have no
I said
plan.
A million times. I've always been told when I was in New York, you don't go to LA till LA requests you.
That's what
that don't take 10 years or 20 years. If they say, yo, come on out. Hey, we got meetings set up when you get. I landed and was in a meeting that next day. I landed and had an audition for a comedy club that night. They was like, yo, come on out. We want to see you. If you just wake up in Cleveland one day like, yo, I'm going out there, that's 10 years, 15 years.
But see, that's the average. That's the average comedian. See, like, your journey wasn't
just starting.
But that's exactly the path I'm just like, when they call me, I'm going.
Yeah,
but you're holding this long enough.
I've always been told that.
I don't make friends easily and shit. Like, I come, because I'm stoic and shit and standoffish. I'm a grumpy old nigga, man. Like, and I've been that since I was 20.
An old nigga.
He was 20.
So, I'm just like, fuck it. When I go out there, once I saw how, they treat the niggas from elsewhere. Once I saw that, I was like, oh, y'all on that kind of shit. Because, like, I would just come. No, when I started doing Chocolate Sundays, I'll just come up there. You go upstairs, niggas is talking, they clicked off and shit like that. And I'm just kind of like in the corner, not speaking. I'm that dude.
Right.
So they kind of just sizing me up and shit. Like, who this nigga? I go up there and destroy that shit. And then now it's like, yo, what's up, homeboy? Like, I mean, I don't want niggas to like me like right away and shit and all that. I get it. But now I'm just like, I go there and I burn that bitch down and leave. So I'll just leave and be like, I had niggas like, yo, who's that?
I'll be sure, nigga.
I feel like
that nigga doing comedy now.
I feel like the 10 days are getting to you because now you got an LA hat on, you got the shades on, the color got your shit. I feel like you feel an LA hat.
I had a bucket hat on. That shit was hot as fuck. So I had one of the fisherman joints. Had like the little shit. I was like, nah, that shit's hot. So I took it off.
I stay with the fisherman. I just don't wear mine because you wear yours a lot. So I'm like, I don't want to sit next to you.
I love my buckets, man.
I wear them shits all the time.
It was made out of like that parachute material. I was like, it's too hot for that.
You be sitting there sweating and shit.
Yeah, fuck it. I went and bought me a hat, man.
But what's cool is that you have been doing this so long, you go to another city or whatever, you know how to move around as a comic. Because you was talking about 10 years. That's somebody like new, don't know nobody. I'm just saying in general, like if you haven't been in the game for that long and you don't know how to get in stage from where you're from and you go to a new town trying to make it happen, you don't know nobody.
Yeah, and coming out here too, a lot of times you coming out here not to just do comedy anymore. You coming out here to get the deal, to get TV, to get film. Yeah. So it's not just one thing at that point. And it's like, and it just takes a long, realistically, it take a long time. Like that shit, very few people will have that that story to where they did come out here with the deal, or they did come out here with like your average shit. That is, I would probably say less than 5% of the comics came out here with that.
And you know what else? You know what else? As you're saying this, as y'all talking, I'm like, nobody really ever addresses this part of the coming out here, the part that you have to take into consideration, but you can't take it into consideration until you get here. That is the level of distraction out this motherfucker.
Nigga.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might be the hot dude in whatever city, and I'm gonna go to LA, even if they know you coming, even if they welcome you here. You have no idea the level of distraction. The baddest, shallowest bitches in the world.
Yes.
The baddest, shallowest.
The baddest, most fuckable, least dateable bitches in the world.
The person who you had, the person who you had a crush on. Yeah.
In the world, like, nigga, get one TV credit. You out of here, bro.
And they ain't fucking with you if you ain't at least driving a Porsche or something. You know
Not true. Not true, nigga.
Okay.
Nah, you East Coast. Look at your swag, nigga.
There's a lot of hungry chicks out here. They need
you still got that swag, man. You be good.
Ain't go. That's that old dope boy shit. I refuse to let it go. It just ended, man.
But the distractions shit is real, because I was just talking a couple of weeks ago. I ran into a comic that he's lost all his marbles. Like, he came out here young, very impressionable, hanging around this rapper, this just in the mix, just always in party mode. And he was a very good friend of mine. Like, solid, like, and seeing him a couple of weeks ago. He was MIA for some years. He took a bomb at the Comedy Store one night. And I promise you,
that's what did it.
Yo, like, all joking aside, he was not the same since that bomb. And I say that not even exaggerating.
Crazy. He probably had a bad bitch in the audience with him.
And
so that shit was like,
self-esteem.
Be in the car with the bitch going home. And like, don't pay them no mind.
And now
funny for real. Like,
that's like getting beat up in front of your girlfriend. Or getting knocked out of your chick. Baby. And she got to fucking help you to the car. Like, don't worry about it.
That's okay, baby.
That's some humbling shit.
But he gone. He home, like, basically, like, homeless, like literally lost his mind, like talking in the street about crazy. Like,
that's crazy, because I know a lot of niggas that love the bomb.
Yeah.
I ain't never.
What do you mean? Wait, what? Explain that, please.
I know there's a lot of white guys. They think that shit is funny, like to go somewhere and like bomb on purpose.
And not entertain the people. It's like, that's like, cool, man.
It's like, you see bitches wearing dirty shoes. Like they'll take a fresh pair of Air Force Ones and go out there in the backyard and play with them and roll around the dust. And now they got a brand new pair of dirty ass shoes. Yeah. Like, that's a thing. I'll never understand that.
I never understood that.
That distress, ugly shit is.
That's what I got on now.
Golden Goose like them Golden Goose. I was
that's
like,
what I got
brand new pair of fucked up shoes.
Well, that's the old nigga coming out of you right now. You know what I mean?
I just never understood
these pesky kids.
Old nigga,
you got to be fashionable, baby. You got to make statements, baby.
I got a pair of Golden Goose, but I got the joints with the.
You got the clean
ones. Crystals all over.
The Swarovski.
So they dirty as fuck, but they shiny.
The Swarovski crystals. Wait, so hold on. Let's go. Let's backtrack because we know you. I
never met him.
Okay,
I met you in Virginia Beach. I think doing a guest spot. Like, you just stopped in.
Bone?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you know what's crazy? I've known you for so long. I don't even remember how we met.
It's probably in Funny Bone because I had my own show there for like 7 years. Like, a lot of people, like, it's hard because when you think of urban nights, like every week, you only think of a few people that had them for a long time, like Guy Torrey, D-Ray. But then, when God did his documentary, like, he hit me up. He was like, "Boy, you had that shit for 7 years, right?" I was like, "Yeah." So he shouted me out on that Fat Tuesdays joint. Like, he put Virginia Beach up there, like the Funny Bone. So it was Apollo night or whatever. It didn't end up being that at the end. It was like the Hustle, some shit. Whatever. They changed it and fucked it up. That's why I walked away from it. But I had that for 7 years.
Oh, you didn't have control of it?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, I had it for 7 years. And I didn't, at that point, man, I didn't politic and all that shit like I should have. Like, because, you got your own room. You got to use your shit to work other nniggas' rooms and shit like that. And I never did that. Because I was just like, fuck these niggas. Like,
once you started back up?
I ain't got the patience for that shit no more.
Okay.
Because I was babysitting niggas. Like, I was working at the radio station then. So I had to pick niggas up from the airport, take them to the radio station. into the hotel and shit.
Yeah,
I still had a gig then too.
Yeah.
But I held on to it for 7 years, which was a fucking lifetime.
That's a
long
good time.
A lifetime.
Good
Every
time.
Wednesday.
That's a good
And
run.
a weekly show too. Oh,
So I
man.
met a lot of dudes that was doing weekends, and they'll drop in on Wednesday and come in because that's when weekends was.
Oh, maybe that's how I met you. Maybe
That's
I
what it
was
was.
doing Thursday through a Sunday, and I came.
did it.
Yeah,
You came and
maybe
did
that's
my
what it
show
was.
one night. Yeah, you walked up.
All right, so let's go back to the beginning. Like, so how did you even get started in comedy? What's your story? Like, what's your origin story?
Man, all right. So short story, I get pulled over, with a substantial amount of crack, and I get charged, and I go to jail, and it's like
This don't sound funny at all.
I know.
It's like
2 weeks
a
later,
life
I
of crime
started
to
doing it.
comedy.
But back then, I don't know if you ever did that run, the creative tour. Like, I don't know if you was doing comedy back then, but it was called the creative tour. And they had a joint in like Norfolk that this dude named Herman Hurston used to host. And all the comics like Cedric and Samoa and all them, they was coming along then.
Okay.
And I used to go do that shit. I mean, I used to go watch the show every week. And it was like Thursday night, it'd be standing room only. Like, it was the hottest shit ever. That's when Def Jam and Comic View and all that shit was popping.
Okay.
So I'm just, a dope boy at the bar, like getting drunk and watching the comics. But I've always been great at joking niggas and shit like that because, niggas used to joke me because I was like the mixed dude in the hood. So I learned how to fire back and it's like, long story short, like I got caught with all that shit. And when I was out on bail, I asked the dude to put me up, and he put me up, and I killed. Like I had a pack of cigarettes. I used to smoke. I had like my little cheat sheet on that joint. And, I was like, if I forget my shit, I'm going to turn around and grab a cigarette and look at it. But I was so fucking nervous that I just forgot everything. And I just started like imitating Luther and like making some animal noises or some shit like that. And I still killed. So I was like, well, fuck, I'm cut out for this.
Yeah.
And I just kept doing it.
That's
so now people are asking.
Wait, what happened when the trial date came back around? You just let y'all on bail?
That was my first charge.
Okay.
Did
Yeah.
you snitch?
That was my first. No, it was my first.
Oh,
my
they
first
just let you go with crack in Virginia, huh?
My first charge as an
First
adult.
charge.
Yeah.
So I got like indefinite probation, which they kept me on that shit for a long time. But, I remember my lawyer brought it up in court. He was like, my client is turned his life around. He's doing stand-up. He's being compensated for his performances. Like, he sold that shit.
Yeah.
And I remember the judge was like, well, that's amazing. He was like, next time I see you, it better be on TV. Like, he sentenced me to like 10 years in the state pen, and then he paused. He was like suspended.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
So then my heart comes back to beating.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks later, I got on stage for the first time, and I ain't never looked back. Like, that's it in a nutshell.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So how old were
Won't he
you?
do it?
during that
I was
time?
19.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, I was 19.
10 years suspended.
Man.
Phew.
Yeah.
Damn, boy.
You was gone, bro.
And that's
Man.
right when Virginia started doing the 85% law, which was,
You do 85% of the time.
there's no more that getting 5 years doing 18 months shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
nigga, you can do 4 and some change.
Yeah.
It was right then. Like, I got caught the same month that law went into effect.
Ooh, wow.
So I thought I was gone for real.
Yeah.
So it was just, it's one of them things, man. I explained that shit to my sons a lot. I was like,
You was
nigga,
doing 7. You was definitely doing 7.5.
I got pushed into my purpose. Like, I didn't dream about being a clown or some comedian or some shit. Like, it was something that I know I had to switch my life up and do something different.
Yeah.
And I, the first time doing it, I killed without even doing what I intended on doing. So that just let me know I was cut out for it.
Okay. Then you got pen and paper. That's when you started writing from
My
there, or you just
my
started with.
process for writing, from the very beginning, I knew that I wasn't going to be writing like that because I would buy like a brand new notebook and a pen and shit and then start writing. And like the first page, I fuck around and throw the notebook away and then get another one. And so I never wrote more than a page or two, and I didn't like how it was coming out. So my process changed, man. Like it went from that to me like Jones and old niggas or just blurting something funny out and everybody laugh and I'd be like, oh shit. So I'll write that down and now I'm gonna build around that shit.
Yeah, okay.
So that's how I built most of my bits.
Okay.
Like a lot of my bits are old as shit, but I done phased out all the old shit and I still talk about that same subject,
Oh yeah, no, subjects can stay relevant for a very long time. So you just take out the aim, so to speak.
Yep.
Women dating, and then you just change the material you say around it.
Yep. Because like an old comic told me years ago, bitches come and go, but a good bit'll last your lifetime.
True.
That's what the old nigga told me. I was like, I like that. I'm gonna keep that. 30 years later, I just repeated it.
Hamburger always had good advice, didn't he? I
was like, I love this nigga, man. Yeah, it was like I met him one time in Dallas. I think that's where he lived at.
Oh yeah.
And now, when did the getting fancy and all that come into play? Or was that always?
This is always dope boy shit, man. Like I
So
started.
if you don't wait for the people that don't know, if you've never seen him on stage, sharp as a tack, clean as a board of health,
hat,
fedora to the tilt, all of that.
That's how that come from being a deprived child. You know what I mean? Like not having the triple fat goose and the suede felines and all that shit that I wanted, the champions, hoodies and shit. Like I couldn't. My parents and shit wouldn't give me that. So, when I walk outside, that's the type of shit I saw. Niggas driving Beamers and having that kind of shit. I was like, fuck that, man. Once I get my first piece of bread, that's what I'm gonna start. So it's a sickness. It's some shit I ain't go to therapy behind. So now, the outfits.
I'm like that with Jordans. I got if I buy a pair of Jordans, I'm gonna clean them up as soon as I get in the house, put them back in the box, fold the paper,
shit, man.
close the box, because I never could afford them as a kid. I seen friends with them, and I was like,
you take
so
care
to
of
this day,
Jordan.
I'm like, man, my Jordans.
I'm buying shoes now that I couldn't get when I was younger.
I take the strings out, put the strings in the washing machine, put them back in, bruh, because I never had them.
Yo, I used to take my white shoestrings and lather my hands up with soap and shit, ivory, and put the shoestrings in there and do all this shit, and then rinse them motherfuckers out and take
do
a
it
towel
like that.
and run that motherfucker through it and get them. Man, I get them shits clean as fuck. Like I take care of my shit,
Broke
man.
Kid Chronicles right here.
Absolutely.
Broke kid. I never had Jordans.
I put a pair of toothbrush in my kicks the other day. I was in that motherfucker.
Man, I take care of my shit because I ain't know when I was gonna get nothing else. It was gonna be like the middle of school or before school. And
that's
then
crazy.
Christmas.
I was thinking that too. Growing up, we only literally for school, we would have 2 pairs of sneakers. Yep. Like I said, the beginning of the school year,
Christmas,
and then by the time they get messed up, you'll either Christmas break or maybe spring break or whatever the case may
Christmas
be.
break joint's gonna take you to the end of school.
And
no, taxes. Like once my mother got her taxes, then I get another pair.
That's if she came up.
That's it till June.
Or if you lucky, you had to pair play pants. Like you come home from school and take
play
some clothes off.
you had to play clothes.
It's crazy how that stuff like that still affects us to this day because there was times I would keep my closet full of clothes and shoes that I never wore. And then, my girl be like, yo, won't you get rid of some of the clothes? I'd be like, yo, you don't get it. Like I was so used to seeing my closet had 3 pair of jeans and 2 shirts.
Yeah.
2 pair of shoes.
I just need to see that.
Yeah, I just need to see it.
When
even
I tell
wear
you, I took a bedroom in my in my house, and I had closet fucking people come in and put shelves on each wall.
We got a room like that.
I have a room like that, and it's
you converted a bedroom into a closet.
Into a fucking closet. And the bedroom was probably 3 times as big as this room right here.
Yeah.
Shelves, all sports coats on one side, all suits on the other, all my high-end shit, all my polo shit, all my sneakers, bags and duffels and shit on the top shelf. Like I remember I posted it one day, which I shouldn't have, because niggas is hungry right now. You know what I mean? And it took, because DL don't pay nothing, no mind that I post, but that nigga called me. He was like, nigga, he was like, take that shit down. I was like, well, he said, man, nigga see that, he coming for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to think about it. I was like, yeah, you're right, because I looked at it. It's extensive, man. It's a sickness.
Yeah,
it really is, man.
You done built a boutique in your bedroom.
Hey, that's
niggas
from being a deprived child.
So what's that like? You just said it, so it triggered my next question. What's that like being on the road with a king of comedy? How did the invitation how was the invitation extended to you to begin with, and what's it been like working with DL?
I met him in 05, 06, and I worked with him that weekend. I was at Funny Bone, and I was hosting the joint because they didn't know no other comedians was in town, and I kept it that way for a while. So because I wanted to host that shit forever. So he came in. Of course, he do 2-man shows. It was like him and Malik. That's when Malik was with him, and they was doing a 2-man, and I think I eased my way onto the show some kind of way, and I met him. And then I found out he was from Virginia originally, which kind of fucked me up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We just found out we had a lot of shit in common, man. So I didn't see him for a couple years. I ran back into him at the Richmond joint, the Funny Bone in Richmond. And I think I worked with him that weekend too. And then I didn't see him again for a couple years. And the next time I saw him, I was just stopping by to holler at him and shit. And that's when we really talked. and he found out I had never even, I think New York came up, and I was like, I never even performed. I was like, the only time I ever been in New York was to bring drugs to Virginia, nigga. Like, you know, he was like, you never worked in New York before? And I was like, no. He was like, well, when I do Caroline, you can do it with me. And that nigga kept his word. Like, that was like March or some shit, and the gig was in July. And I remember the dude that was with him there, a dude named Red, used to be a security, you know, just big cock diesel nigga.
I remember Red.
Gladiator, like American Gladiator type dude. He called me in like May or June and was like, nigga, you ready? And I was like, yeah. So that was my first time ever going to New York in that capacity.
Wow.
And I did Caroline's, and I think, nigga, I came out of the subway. I had never even took the subway before. And my anxiety was fucked all up because I didn't know what I was doing. I had to ask people. You know, you can't ask niggas in New York which way I go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
ain't no hospitality
like that. Yeah.
You ask the wrong nigga, he gonna send you to Harlem and he gonna rob you when you get there.
Yep. So I think I came up to the top 5 minutes before the show. And I ran across the street, ran across Broadway, ran in there, and dude met me at the door. He was like, you boy? I was like, yeah. He was like, you going up in like 3 minutes. So I'm really like, fuck. And I remember Steve Wilson was in there. Like, he was with DL then too, I guess. And he was like, fuck that nigga. He was like, you gonna kill it. Because he was like, you shook.
Yeah.
So I went up there and had like the set that I had ever had.
Yeah.
So, and then like after the show, it was like some, I think that was the week Steinbrenner died. And like Yankee Stadium was brand new still. They had like the murals and shit out there in front of the stadium. And I think then it was the Devil Rays was playing the Yankees.
Okay.
And they were in town. And you know, they hollered at me after the show. They was like, well, you know, we know DL. They was like, yo, we fuck with you. It's like, you know.
Like I said earlier, like you the guy they see him like,
it was like, we fuck with you. You want to come to the game this week? And I was like, don't fuck, because I'm a Yankee fan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I was like, fuck yeah. Like so I figured out how to catch a train to the Bronx. And when I tell you, it was asses in my face. Like I'm sitting down, like there was nowhere to move, and I'm claustrophobic. And I fucking managed that and got off that train, and like I got to sit up in the box with Sabathia's people, and like it was just some real shit.
CC the man, yo.
Yeah, so I got to watch him pitch, and I was up there like with his mother and his kids and shit. Like it was a surreal experience. I'm just like, oh nigga, I'm about to blow. I didn't know better, but yeah, that's how that all came about. And then I don't think I worked with him for another year or two because Malik and Steve Wilson was still out with him. So I just waited my turn. Like I would hit him up every once in a while and be like, yo, you know, you got this date open. They'd be like, and then one by one, they started getting their own shit. And I just eased my way in, and now that nigga can't get rid of me.
Nice.
That's how I go, man. That's how I go.
But it's dope to be on a, you know, because, you know, DL, he can't act and he can't dance. We saw, you know, Dance with the Stars. He can't do shit, but what he does. You know what I mean? So I know I'm going to work.
Right.
One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell jokes.
DL can act a little bit, man.
He get on series.
Nah.
What?
No. But
he said,
this shit is stand up. So I know he's going to be somewhere every fucking weekend.
Yeah.
He going to work as much as he wants to work.
Yes.
Like, only weekend he won't go out is because he don't want to go out that weekend.
Yep.
Right.
So, you know, I pray for work in abundance. And now it's like, damn, nigga, I just want to work maybe once a month and get a bigger bag. But, you know, until that day comes, I'm just going to keep grinding, man. Because that being in the gym shit, that shit got me brolic now.
Yeah, you gotta stay.
That shit ain't. I'm powerlifting every weekend. And like, it's,
all right. So here's the thing. So you have seen being with DL and the work, and like I say, getting your shots up. Like you say, getting in the gym. I say, get your shots up. You gotta get your shots up. Every comic I see that's like working routinely,
right.
I see them getting better and better and better. I'm like, yo, you getting your shots up. Cats that I see that's like, I'll do it when I want to do it. They stunt their growth. I'm like, you got to get your shots up. Kobe shot 5,000 shots a day. You think he's not
10,000
you think he's gonna miss that shot when he takes it during the game?
Can't skip the process, man.
So if you know all of this, why are you so? Why is there so much like pushback on what you have to do in the game to be where you want to be? Like you like, I don't fuck with the game. The game's so fucked up.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's just the.
But you know that you have
the content thing. You know.
But aside from that, though, you know, like you didn't want to come to LA and put no time in. You don't want to do content. These are just things that you have to do.
You have to do.
These are other weights you have to lift in the gym now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I never believed
you just
that
doing push-ups and pull-ups.
Yeah.
You just have to lift. You have to
curl
curl sometimes.
I'm not working all the muscles.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm out here now.
Comedically, bro. I don't know a lot of people can fuck with you.
I know.
Right?
I know.
But you don't want to do the other things. If you check
I'm
all the
learning,
boxes.
man. I just learned a few years ago that I got to build relationships. Because
See?
that's some shit. I'm just like, fuck that. The right niggas fuck with me. That's all I care about.
Let me say something. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm from Bed-Stuy. Every one of my friends in Bed-Stuy will tell you, yo, Tone don't fuck with nobody.
Right.
Tone don't, like my cousin Sherrod, comic.
Uh-huh.
People at comedy clubs like, yeah, Tone mad quiet. Nah, Tone just don't fuck with you. He talk all day. He just don't fuck with you. Nigga, every day I have to fight with that battle to be in this business. Because I know if I recess back into those ways, I'm like,
just
bro, you're doing yourself
that
damage. You're doing a detriment to yourself.
On the way here, sitting in traffic, I just had a conversation with somebody. You know, they just be like, yo, niggas always be like, yo, what's up with your man? You know, like, what's up with Bo?
Yeah.
He be like, no, nigga, Bo is cool as shit. I'm like, man, fuck that. Don't explain shit to them niggas. Fuck them.
Yeah.
If you don't know me, fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, you know me.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just had that conversation. That's the way I feel, man. It ain't that I don't fuck with you.
I tell myself every day that shit is detrimental to being in this business.
It is. And I just learned that a few years ago that I have to change.
I have not made phone calls sometimes because I'm like, man, I ain't calling that nigga. But that motherfucker really had something that could have been very valuable to me.
And
you
it's another nigga making that call.
Right.
Yeah.
That's less talented.
Yep.
And he gonna take that phone call. There's other niggas I've asked for stuff that just never came through, Tory.
Right.
But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? At least I made I extended the invitation or asked the question.
Yeah.
It's one of them things now, man. At this point, we all know the game is different. The game has evolved in ways that a lot of old school, you know what I mean? When I say old school, I'm including myself. I started in 2002. So I was way pre-social media. You know what I'm saying? I was, Comic View, Def Jam era of you know what I mean? That was when I was like, yo, I want to do comedy. So I started in 2002. So I remember my first management sent me to the office and showed me Spoken Reasons on YouTube. Was like, this is where the industry is going. This is what you need to start doing. I was like, man, I ain't doing that shit. Right in Beverly Hills, man, I ain't doing that shit.
Right.
I was like, I'm not, you know what I mean? I was like, nah, I'm cool with that. I just want to do stand up and go on my auditions and continue my acting classes. I don't want to do all that stuff like that. And I would, if anybody said was one of the things that you regret anything so far, I would say, yeah, I probably should have been more proactive than with doing that. But at that time, it would have made me uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And you know how we all are when it comes to
be uncomfortable.
But you got to be uncomfortable.
And I'm uncomfortable as a motherfucker out here for all this time.
Yeah.
But it's just some shit that, you have to be
Bro, I like how you say all this time. It's only like
day
8.
All these days. I want to go home. I love my fucking home. You know what I mean? Like, I work hard for that shit. So I love being at the pad.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, damn, this is day 5. Fuck. I want to go home. So, but I know, that something good is going to come out of this because, God rewards niggas who step out of their comfort zone and do some shit that they don't want to do.
Right.
So I know that to be a fact. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm going to do it more often. That's why I'm going to shake niggas' hands and I don't like and try to ingratiate myself a little more. And it hurts.
Listen, this business, there's a lot of handshaking.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And look, let's go play both sides. There's a lot of handshaking of motherfuckers that don't like you either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just gotta, I know you don't fuck with me. Like, I'm
I know
here, you
a lot of
here.
niggas
I'm here,
don't.
you here. Let's not make it awkward.
Matter of fact, the fact that I'm out here right now has made a lot of niggas mad. Because I remember years ago, I didn't come out here. Like when DL had West Coast gigs, I didn't come out here. I'm like, man, I'm flying out there. I'm not going to.
Oh, so somebody else would work those weekends?
Yeah, it would be like.
Damn, you was giving up money. You was leaving money on the table.
I was. Because I was like, fuck it, I'm not going out. Plus, I didn't like to fly, man. Like, flying for me is like some shit I had to pray on for a long time. It's like, God, take these shackles off me because I'm, if I'm on a plane for more than an hour and a half or something like that, I start, like, my anxiety is fucking up. Because I don't like that shit at all.
Right.
And I still don't like it. But it's, it's a necessary evil. It's some shit I know I got to do. So I would not take them gigs out on the fucking West Coast. I never would.
DL didn't try to talk you in like, yo, bro, you know you leaving money.
You never did. And plus, it was always somebody out here
that was willing
that would be doing it anyway.
Yeah.
But if I wanted it, I probably could have had it. But now that I show up, I be looking around like it be grown men pouting. Which is some shit I really don't fucking understand. I see it and I'm like, nigga, you pouting because I'm out here? Like, yeah, nigga, I'm coming. When he out here now, I'm going to be here. But once I got a taste of this shit out here, these crowds that had never seen me, and I was out here thumping this shit, I was like, oh, I'll be back. So be prepared to be mad again, nigga.
Feels
so,
good though, right?
Yeah, damn right.
Yeah.
You think you need therapy, man?
I do. But the fact that I get to do this shit every week keeps me from having to go to therapy.
No, I think you should do both.
You gotta get both
I'm
in.
sick of these niggas. I gotta shake
this
these niggas.
podcast. I created this podcast because I need therapy. I swear, I know I need therapy. But I'm baby steps. So let me just talk freely here, and then maybe one day I'll feel comfortable enough to talk freely.
It's the most easy as
Elliot come back.
You know what I'm saying?
It ain't hard.
Nigga, I know I need it.
Ain't hard.
I don't know who to go to.
So none of y'all ever had therapy before?
I haven't. I've been trying. I don't know how to do it. I got to go to a website.
I don't want to
therapist
twice in my life, 2 to 3 times in my life, man. Y'all niggas need to get in there.
You're tied to your like. I understand being a homebody. I got a nice house. I don't love my house because I bought it quickly. When I came out here, everything started taking off so fast. I was like, I'll just stay here. I'll just take this one. So now when I look at it sometimes, I'm like, I should have just really didn't.
I love the
That's one of the things I need therapy about. One of my problems is this. I have made major decisions in my life without talking to anybody. And that's not a good thing.
It's not, but that's what I do.
I made major, like I'm talking about financial, passing on things that could have been very lucrative, going into things that weren't lucrative that I thought were going to be, relationships that I should have not been in, relationships that I passed on without saying to one person, what do you think about this? And I know that's a huge problem for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why is that? Is because you don't trust people, or what is it about it?
Or are you just
don't care about niggas' opinions?
I would have to sit and talk and really hash that one out.
That's weird.
Or you just in the moment, like
I do a lot of shit in the moment. Yes, I do a lot of shit in the moment. I've always been the cat that was like, yo, let's just go. Let's make it happen. Like I was the kid that was like, yo, let's just go. Let's go in that direction and figure it out as we're going. Like we don't have all the answers, but let's just start walking that way. And by the time we get to the party, we'll figure out how to get in.
Right.
Let's go talk to the girl or go to her house because she invited us over and she said she got some friends. We'll figure out if they ugly when we get there. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was always like, let's just move first. I was going to be moving.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Movement felt like it was the most important part to me.
But see, that's different than even with the making decisions and even with you when you describe your anxiety.
No, I mean both. I mean, there's things I've made decisions on that I didn't talk. I bought my house and didn't talk to one person.
Yeah.
Had I talked to one person, they would have said, yo, you know, the money you spend in there, you could spend it right here and get more. You could live here and get this, check all these boxes instead of just living here because that's the first
get a better deal.
You jumped at, you know what I'm saying?
And which is crazy because you say you have anxiety, you deal with the anxiety. And see, even with me, I suffer from anxiety a little bit. And it got like 10 times better now. I call at least 3 to 5 people for any decisions that I make. And these are people that I consider close friends, brothers, anybody that I call like a close friend, or I pick up the phone and tell them good news, bad news, or ask for their opinion. That means I really, really value them. So I got at least 3 to 5 people that I will call. And I have more people, but I'm not going to call all of them. So I said, let me call this one for this for that. And that's how I make my decisions. And I'll put everything. I don't care, dog, if it's the smallest thing. It could be a pair of shoes. I'd be like, yo, which ones y'all like? Boom, okay, bet. And that's how I carry, you know what I mean, my life, because I know I don't have all of the answers and I know I don't have all the right answers. You know what I mean? So, and I feel more comfortable, you know what I mean, doing it that way. But I think a part of that comes from my anxiety as well.
Nigga, you sound healed.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
I'm over here like, damn, I'm fucked up.
Pops called that wise counsel. Like
wise counsel.
Wise counsel. Like people who you know may have experience in it or can either advise you or just need to be a sounding board. You know?
Honestly, I probably need to call your pop sometimes, man.
Call him up.
I'm serious. I'm so serious. When I see him when he comes to the shows in Dallas or whenever he comes to the shows, and we just have like a 5-minute conversation, I'm always like, "Yo, Pops, know what he's talking about, man." Like he'll drop a gem and just bounce.
I need to call. Well, she probably passed away, but I would love to have a conversation with Shannon Sharp's grandma because she gave that nigga all the tools
that he didn't use.
She gave all the tools except one.
Always said,
stay away from them young white bitches.
I'm like, man, your grandmama was a prophet, nigga. I wish I could have talked to her.
Yeah,
she told him everything except stay away from young white bitches.
Yeah, that's the one thing. No,
give me your money.
That was
if
gonna be
you
a
from
problem.
rural Georgia, your grandmama done told you if she can't use your comb, don't bring her home.
Oh yeah,
I know that's spewed out.
You didn't listen to that.
But he got the money and forgot some of them laws and rules.
I love the pad because my thing, like I'm such an introvert that I hate to hear niggas, man, you can't be tired, nigga. All you do is tell jokes.
What?
Yeah, I'm like, man, you know, the whole process of traveling and checking in and getting to the gig and being on stage and doing what I do is 2 or 3 hours of not myself. You know what I mean? Like this is
Longer
me right
than
here.
that.
So I have to reach within to pull out some serious shit to be, you know, fucking jovial and rah-rah, you know what I mean? Like that takes a lot of fucking energy. Like, nigga, we do 2 shows. I feel like I worked a shift. Like I come back to the room, I be tired as fuck.
Do you go out and
Hell
recognize
no.
the people afterwards? No.
No. I'm just now getting to the point where
you should tour with us. No, no, you would.
No, I'm getting to the point now where because I, you know, my merch game has really stepped up because I have to have it. So, you know, before I'd be out there with my shit and I'd just be sitting at the table and watch niggas walk past because even though I was a hustler, like I ain't gonna never, like drugs sell themselves. I ain't gonna never be like, yo, you know, 2 for 5s, word up, them niggas down the way got garbage. Like now I gotta be taking pictures and kissing babies and shit like that. Like and that takes a lot out of me.
No, but this is the thing, bro. I do merch, right? So you go up on stage and have a great set. The set sells the merch.
Yes, it does for the most part.
The set is like, yo, he was so dope.
Right.
Oh, there's a something we could take away from it other than just telling his jokes to our friends. We could take.
But there's
something
always
actually
stragglers that if you don't say nothing, they'll just walk
When
past.
you sold work, it was the same way, right? It was stragglers that was like,
But then I watch other like you see some niggas that be. I'm like, I couldn't be that way. They'd be like, yo, you gonna walk past and not get a shirt like it? And I can't never do that. You know what I mean? But I see them selling shit when they do that. They can be like, all right, man. But I don't never want to have to talk a nigga. You know what I mean? Shame a nigga.
Shame sales. That's crazy.
I wouldn't even feel good about the sale. But you have to learn not to give a fuck when it comes to that. Like if you want to take on that couple extra bands or whatever, you're gonna have to do that.
Yeah, man. Well, see, that right there is a little bit. That's a breakthrough right there. We just got a breakthrough.
Yeah, I'm getting better at it, man. And of course, you know, one of the road managers and shit, like he'll come out there and sit beside my table and like laugh, and he's like, you know, you out here laughing and smiling and shit. And he's like, he know that ain't me.
Yeah.
So that cracks him up. You know what I mean? Like that's his comedy show right there.
Yeah.
That's because when I go out and sell merch after the show, and people are always like, yo, you came to sell your own t-shirt. I'm like, bro, who gonna sell my work like me? Plus, when they see, again, the set sells the merch. So when they see me at the table, it's like, oh shit, ain't he right there?
Yep.
I'll take a
there
picture.
You go right there.
Yeah, I'll take the picture. I'll sign that t-shirt up, whatever you need, bro. Just, you know, like you said, you leave with an extra couple bands.
Yep.
So that's worth it all to me.
Yep.
I don't get to eat in between the first and second show now because I go do that. But at the end of the night, it's like, yo, all that money, all that extra money that the agency and the management not taking, you're like, yo, it's worth it.
And on top of that, for me being
I shouldn't have said that because now agency and management gonna find a way to take that shit.
Me being an opener, like I don't know who had that meeting years ago that this is what the niggas opening gonna get no matter if they suck or if they're amazing. My shit is capped out. Yeah. You know? I mean,
Are y'all doing 2-man show?
Yeah. Okay. So I get the budget, but that ain't shit.
Right.
You know, Big Bro throw me a little something. So, you know, if I have a decent weekend with merch, like I look at it, I'm like, well, I'm making what some lower end headliners make. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it makes everything a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah. There's people don't, you know, understand the struggles of the openers.
Man.
You know what I mean? It's
you okay?
It's a thing that's not really talked about as often.
What are you doing?
You know what I mean?
We should not be making the same
chocolates?
bread as some nigga who just started doing
Why
this
did
shit.
you not give me some chocolate?
Yeah.
You can go up there, stink up the joint, and still take home that 150 or whatever the fuck.
Right.
I can go up there
crazy.
and put on a master class.
And
it don't fucking matter.
It don't matter, man.
So my weekend is great until I get my check. As soon as I get my check, I got an attitude.
Yeah. And a lot of folks don't realize that you know, we really doing the same thing as the headliner as far as getting up, traveling, early flights, that.
You're
whatever.
on the show.
We're on the show. We're performing.
They looking at me like I'm just along for the ride. Like, no, nigga. I don't get none of that shit.
I'm taping the podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got no travel budget, nigga. Like, I'm doing all this.
Yeah, you're doing 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
Shit, sometimes an hour.
Yeah, and it's just like, yo.
Oh, no, that's...
Yeah, and then at the end of the year, Saturday, Sunday, you just be like...
Yes.
Me doing an hour and 10 minutes sometime, it's just something.
You want to say what's up to Joe Fox?
Yeah.
Say what's up to Joe Fox? Look.
Time I go on stage, that nigga going to get a steak.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like because he know he can.
Yeah.
I ain't got shit to worry about because he gonna
All right,
hold
kiddo,
this shit
peace,
down
peace. I
and
love you
bring
so much.
me out
Peace,
like
peace,
the
peace,
nigga
peace.
I
I love you to
am.
all the planets.
So let me ask you something. You said you did. Sometimes you do an hour and 10. You do a 2-man
Sometimes
show.
I do an hour, man. Easily.
Yeah. Now
Well, because DL's not there.
Yeah.
Because we had a short discussion about that last week.
Wait. Can we hear his answer to how that he handles that?
Yeah, that's what I was
Okay,
going to ask
I'm
him.
just gonna tell him your story first.
No. I was going to say when that happens, that happens quite a bit. But sometimes comedians don't have the juice to do it. How do you
That's
handle
why
that?
I'm with him. That's why he'll never have a nigga that ain't a headliner with him.
See, I like that.
And when I'm not with him and I got my own gigs, yeah, he suffers a little bit behind that. Because that's a nigga from that town or whatever. You know, somebody that got 25 and that nigga ain't going to show up. So now he got to get there early and all that shit, which he don't want to do. So
Ain't that something?
we help each other when it comes to that. But we did Bray a fucking month and a half ago too. I think I did 71 minutes.
Okay, wait. So
and your pace still the same.
I thought he was going to say what happened with us. Where was we at?
We was in Philly.
Flight delayed. I had a one-nighter in Omaha, Nebraska that Thursday.
Right.
I had the first flight out Omaha to Philly the next morning. Flight got delayed to like 1:32 in the afternoon. I wasn't landing until like 6:30 and like 6:15. Show was at 7. So I let him know when I landed. Yo, plane just landed. Delays. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, just go up. Start the show 10 minutes late.
Right.
Like because people still gonna be coming in anyway. So start the show 10 minutes late, and then just go. I'll meet you at the club. So I run to the hotel, drop the bag, get ready, bird bath, everything, jet to the club. He doesn't know I'm in the building. I come to the back door, excuse me, and he on stage rocking. And I'm like sitting backstage like, okay, like go ahead, Fox, do your thing, nigga. Like let him rock. You know what I'm saying? Let him cook. So then they let him, I think you told him like light me when Tone's here.
Yeah.
When Tone's in the building like me. So they let him, so at least he knew some kind of indication I was in the building. But he rocked. And then the rest of the shows, the rest of the week, he was good the rest of the week. But I was like, yo, that night when he didn't know I was there, when he didn't know I was in the building, was better. And I'm like, now normally you would think that the person would be a little more out of whack because they're like, oh man, I don't know how long I'm gonna be up here.
Yeah.
So I felt like he didn't have the tie of like, yo, get on here, get off here. So that gave him the freedom to just go, let me just go.
Yeah.
So when that happens to you, my question is, when that happens to you, when DL's not there, do you think you have better sets because now you just like, yo, I get to do whatever. I don't have the light to worry about. I don't have the get off at here moment.
It ain't that. I'm just conditioned. You know what I mean? Like I think from the first gig I did,
there you go.
You know, it's like, damn, nigga, I've been up here for 50 minutes. Like, is this nigga gonna show up?
Yeah.
That's when you don't know at all.
But luckily at the time, I still had the time.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
You still got the time.
I'm fucking conditioned
there you
to do
go.
it. He
that's,
know
that's,
that.
That's the best answer I think anybody could give.
Nigga,
man.
I can do this shit in my sleep.
Yeah.
You know, I can go up there and do 2 hours if need be.
Yeah, when you got the time and then you're not like, oh, what am I gonna talk about now? I mean,
you don't want to be up there, shit, LA,
because
this is nice.
Well, and that's why it's important.
10 days.
That's why it's important to have like mad closers and you can open your set with a closer and then, because in that case, if he don't know when to get off, you know what I mean? He done did his closing bit and it's like, shit, I did my closing bit, but I ain't get the light. Now I got to figure out. That's why it's so important to be conditioned.
The thing is, when I learned the mechanics of this game early on, I know you had to have a closing bet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nigga, that went out the window years ago with him. I was like, there was a lot of times I do my closing bet and I don't see a light. I'll be like, man, y'all got some fine women here.
Be in Cincinnati, they like, we know they lying. They don't find women here.
Like, DL must not be here yet.
I'm just going to go and go and go and keep killing and then be like, oh, the nigga there, all right, y'all, I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then do my little t-shirt spiel or whatever the fuck, and that's it.
Yeah.
You gotta hold their attention. The last thing you want is like, yo, where is such and such?
So you're like a luxury, in essence, you're like a luxury to DL.
Very much.
Because I don't have to rush to get there.
Never.
Bo will just stay the fuck up there until I get there.
Does he ever tell you? Or
no.
Now see, that's a hard that's a hard part.
He's a hell.
That's some greasy shit, but I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I'm used to it. I already know how this nigga
You go ahead and sit
that's the
show
luxury.
him no less. I mean, I know he do this shit on purpose sometimes.
No, but listen, that's the luxury because he knows you can do it.
Boom, yeah.
He knows that the room's not going to suffer at all.
At all.
That he's not there. They're not there like, yo, where the fuck is DL? You actually such a pleasant surprise because they don't know you and you so good.
That's
they're
trust.
Like, oh,
they
shit,
enjoying
yo,
it.
Keep going, man. Keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's trust right
But
there.
now, you know, you got now, man, like the game is so different. Like you got comics, because, you know, back in the day, it used to be like, oh, that's such and such. He'd be with them.
Mhm.
Like you don't see a lot of that no more because these niggas is losing people and putting other people in because, you know, you rock the boat. You know, a lot of niggas be like, yo, I need more bread or something like that. And they're like, no, well, I got such and such. This nigga can do it. So shit is pieces are interchangeable now.
Right.
It ain't no more of that.
Yeah.
So, you know, we had that conversation the other day. I was like, nigga, I've been with you for 12 fucking years.
Mhm.
Like, that's just, I don't even know if it's somebody out there that has somebody with them like that for
I mean,
that fucking long.
that's
Not necessarily. I mean,
loyalty.
I've been working with, it's been off and on, maybe not all in a row 12 years, but pretty close. But still, if you got a good situation, you got to be able to leverage it and just play the part. Like, do your play your position. And I think a lot of cats don't understand that sometimes.
Man, look, we because that's my big brother. So it's got to be room for me to talk shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes, you know, nigga, I'm disappointed because I deserve more. I want more, all that shit. But I know how fucked up this game is, and I went on this little tyrant.
Diatribe. I got told I got a diatribe.
Yeah, I went on that like, you know, because you know, certain things can make you better sometime, man. And I went through a era when I was bitter as fuck when the whole game changed like 10, 12 years ago or whatever the fuck. And you start watching all these fucking slow joggers run past you and shit that ain't got your moxie and all that, you know. And I noticed that kind of shit. And, you know, I had that conversation with him a couple weeks ago about like, you know, I want to fuck, man. I'm ready to go out there and I was like, these fucking clubs won't close me, nigga. Like, I'm disappointed about that. Like, we ain't even doing Sundays sometimes. Why these niggas ain't giving me Sundays? Like, right. I reach out to these motherfuckers. I got a good relationship. I'm professional. Like, they ain't never, my reputation is fucking stellar when it comes to this shit. So, and I ain't been fucking the staff. I don't do none of that foul shit. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, and this nigga was like, yo, you know how, started showing me shit. And I mean, he reeled me back in. Like, he's like, man, I'm not going to let you go out there and fall on your face, nigga. He was like, if you want me to, I'll get you 20, 25 gigs just to see. He was like, nigga, you would not make the money that you make with me, and the crowds are going to be totally different.
That's what I said.
But wait, you go out with DL, y'all do Thursday through Sunday or?
Nah, it'd be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But you know, a lot of motherfuckers ain't doing Sundays now.
Yeah.
Right.
Them shits are falling, and they giving like the internet niggas Sundays.
Yeah.
You know, it's because they want somebody to sell tickets on Sunday.
So I would suggest don't if y'all doing Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or just Friday and Saturday, don't get the Sunday because they already saw you and DL. So you want me to come Sunday to see you and not DL? Get the Thursday.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. I did that for a while too.
Get the Thursday, and then it's like, yo, I'm here all weekend with DL starting tomorrow.
I did that a lot early on, but now that
well,
no, you got to make those phone calls, bro. Are you making those phone calls every week or every opportunity?
I did for a long time, and I get discouraged very easily. Like,
well, that goes back to the game changing because I mean, we had this
Thursdays don't really exist like that no more.
And if they do, it goes to the people with the followers with the internet. The days. What people don't get, the days of being a funny feature for a headliner, and then that feature getting a weekend. That shit is over.
It's over.
It's over.
I let go of that a long time ago.
Like it does. It used to be like that. I let go of it. It used to be like that all day.
It don't take away from the fact that I know I fucking deserve to have that, but you don't get what you deserve. And I understand that too.
I go through the shit I was saying. People don't understand the struggles of the feature a lot of times. Like I go through the same shit. I reach out, send my EPK. I repeat the same clubs. Oh, we love you, Trey. Yo, I can come back. Boom, boom, whatever. But it's just like they don't. You know, the following.
I can't fault the clubs for thinking to themselves,
running a business.
You know, we can see this nigga when he come back with DL and pay him feature money. He gonna still be great. It's still gonna be a wonderful fucking show. Because, you know what I mean? The 1-2 punch that we have and our whole crew, nigga, everybody's buttoned up, everybody's great. Like, it's a great fucking situation.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna never deny that. And people be wanting us to fucking come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes you just got to ride that wave and be humble about the shit and pray on it, man.
Would you rather, so let me ask you a question, because people ask me this. Would you rather headline and have less people, but you're headlining, or would you just rather stay, or it doesn't matter to you about the title of headlining, just to say you're doing it, and have 15 people, or you had a club calling you, hey, you're not selling tickets. What you doing? Yeah. We might have to cancel the show. And now that's a whole new different stress.
They will cancel you.
That you got to deal with. So would you just be like, fuck it, I'm just good with this being a feature, performing in front of these sold out crowds, whatever the case may be, until I'm able to build, organically how that's going to be.
I have enough goodwill and enough people have seen me. I'm just like, if you throw me up on this fucking website, I'm gonna do some decent numbers. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna do better than a lot of your fucking headliners you got on your roster. And I do. Like, you know, if they give me a Thursday or a Sunday or something like that, I'm always, I ain't gonna say always, but I'm always good for 70, 80 tickets.
Yeah. That's
not
bad.
That's very respectable.
That's
not bad, bro. Yeah,
but you know, it's different than going out and being a sold out fucking joint.
Yeah.
5 shows. Right. Like I fucking love that.
Yeah.
So sometimes you gotta do something you don't want to do to grow, man. You know, like I have hit a fucking glass ceiling.
My sister always says to me, my sister tells me this all the time. Again, I'm the guy that doesn't make phone calls and doesn't. If you always do what you always did, you will always get what you always got.
Absolutely.
I think first and foremost, this is just me and you talking. I think first and foremost, you need to start your night back up. Because you're saying you don't want to make phone calls and call comics to book them no more. You don't have to do that now. Now they calling you to get on.
True.
Now we just sit here. He's saying he calls clubs and they don't book him, and he's saying he calls. That's 2 people right there that's gonna be like, yo, you got the Wednesday? I'll come. Other features are gonna be like, yo, you got the Wednesday back up? Bet I'll come. All of the internet motherfuckers that want to show people they funny, like the social media motherfuckers that have the following. Yeah. Yo, I'm not. Can I get 10 minutes? Nigga, I got 2 million followers. I bet. Come on.
You know, I thought of that because I've thought about it, but I didn't give it much thought.
Trust me, it's less work now.
I've thought of it because, you know, Funny Bone is closing and they open a room that hold like 450, 500. Like,
they're moving?
Wait, they closing the Virginia Beach one? And opening?
It's opening across the street.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Shit hold like 450, 500, like some Brea type shit.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Which I don't get that because I don't think that market is, I don't know. But I was like, do y'all at least got the curtain back there nigga, that you can draw that shit and make it look, you know what I mean? Like, you need that.
Yeah.
Big ass TV screen.
But I thought about it being that they moving to a new location that I might just, and I've been presented with the idea.
Bro, that could be your fucking house.
It could be your way in.
As a nigga that hosted a room for years, bro.
Yeah. I thought about it.
That's a good host?
Like a Wednesday when I ain't doing shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I've thought about it.
You only got to come out the house for a little while. You got to drive for a few minutes and drive right back home. You back in your crib.
It's a different frame of mind. You back in your
big bedroom closet in 2 hours.
It's a different frame of mind than what I had when I did it the first time.
Right.
Like now, I don't have all that responsibility. And I can just show up.
And you know what else you could do? You could hire one of them little young cats that knows this social media shit back and forth, that wants to do stand-up. Yo, you handle all of that shit. I'll put you up.
Yeah.
You handle all of the likes and the follows and the clips and all that.
I'm a damn sure take that under advisement, man. I'm damn sure thinking about it.
And look, and get big, then other Funny Bones like, yo, damn, you doing numbers over there.
About you.
How about you bring that, do all Wednesday?
Man,
how about you bring that, do all Wednesday?
See that, and that's another issue because I did 350 every Wednesday, nigga. That is unprecedented.
And then just let it go.
I did 350 every Wednesday.
That's huge, man.
Every fucking
That's
Wednesday.
a sellout.
For 7 years.
Turned away 100 people.
For 7 years, bro.
And
if half of them follow you on social media every week, your shit going up. Since the game is predicated on follows, like that's what you said, right?
It is.
That's 175.
My grassroots campaign of
175 every Wednesday.
Walking away with, during the weekend and having an extra 200 followers. That's just taking.
Sell your merch to sell your merch to 350 every night. If every week, if 10% of them buy merch,
I'm gonna run that by them, man, because I know they'll do it for me. If I ask, they'll give it to me because I'm already proven. I'm a proven commodity.
I'm sure at some point they were probably like, damn, when they lost that night.
They've already reached out to me to do one last
anniversary
before they move. And I told them no.
Oh, you
Okay, listen. You should do the one last and then say, before you end the show and make an announcement
Fuck.
right now, we moving
Call
over
him back.
to
Going
the
This
right
was
there.
last week.
Come out, do it, and
You can
I'll
change
come
your
out.
mind.
I'll do it for you. I'll fly out there and do it.
This was last week. A nigga hit me up and was like, I've been talking to the manager and I have to ask you because it was your show. He's like, we want to do one.
You know why he
more.
asked you because it was your show? Because he gonna do it whether you do it or not.
No, he ain't.
Why do you think he asked you?
There's no way he'll.
Why
pull
do you
that
think he
off.
asked you?
Yeah, he asked me out of respect.
Because I'm about to do this and I want to make sure I clear it with you.
He already said there's no way we can do it without you.
No.
Not like you.
You should call that man back, yo.
Yeah.
Who's this, a promoter?
No, it's a comedian that used to do, a nigga named Quincy Carr, used to do my Wednesday night when I had it.
Bruh.
Yeah, do it, man. Bring that shit back, bro.
Yeah,
Do,
man.
at least do the last
And
one.
then make the
I
announcement,
think
yo, we
they'll
moving, they
reinvigorate.
moving, we moving. We'll start the new
See
year.
how that last one do.
Next month is the
that-
first one. Let's go.
That
How
might
the fuck did I come here and have
This nigga leaving with
You thought
responsibilities.
you was gonna get something popping in LA from this, but nah.
You
this
said
is
you see what's gonna happen,
Get your
man.
emotion.
God damn
The
it,
answer
man.
coming
I
from with
needed to
you.
hear that though. Like I needed to hear that. Because you
Yeah.
know me, I'm just like, nah, nigga, I don't want to do it.
Okay,
I
so-
don't have to do it. I told him, I was like, nigga, I ain't got to do it.
So look. This is, we were talking, right? He was like, yo, he reached out, yo, I'm gonna be in LA. Because I invited him to the podcast before, but he was like, I'm leaving or whatever.
Mhm.
Yo, I'm gonna be in LA for a few days. Yo, you have Wednesday? Yeah, what's up the podcast? Yo, come through. I got you. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, so, you know, keep it very casual. We talk about this, whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, man, all we gotta talk about is how fucked up the game is. We good. Bet. So now we're going to say, what is it about the game? And give me the things or the thing or the things that you think that have you in this mind frame that the game is fucked up.
I mean, I don't think that it's all the shit we just discussed. But I don't think it's the game is fucked up. It's just not tailor-made for comedians.
How so? How so?
Because it's a different genre of nigga that's dominating right now. It's just like the taxi and the taxi
Lyft
cabs
and
and the
Uber.
fucking Ubers. You know, it evolved, like you said.
Right.
Mhm.
You know, like it's niggas in taxis like sitting there and they fucking died in their taxis waiting on a nigga to come get in the car. And the Ubers, the nigga with the Civic is eating. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what's happening with fucking comedy.
Now,
Like,
you know what? Sorry to cut you off. You could fly into JFK right now, and there are people jumping in Ubers.
that's New York though.
But okay, you could fly into LAX.
That's another big city.
But can I make my
All right, go ahead,
point?
go ahead.
My analogy. You can fly into LAX or JFK or
Mhm.
wherever. And there are people jumping in Ubers, and the Ubers are pulling up and taking people.
Mhm.
It's the same amount of people jumping in taxis, bro. It's just the way it looks. I go to JFK.
So it's the optics.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you why it's the optics. I'm gonna tell you exactly why it's the optics. But first, I go to JFK, and it's the line for Ubers and it's the line taxis. Taxi moving just as fast as Uber, right? It's the optics. Here's why it's the optics. Because you said these niggas that it's a different genre of comics that are dominating.
Mhm.
The top 5 motherfuckers are the niggas that write pen to paper. Still,
Oh yeah,
it's the
definitely.
optics.
Definitely.
The niggas that tell jokes in the traditional sense, Dave Chappelle ain't no social media comic, Chris Rock ain't no
Well, we
social
can't
media
name
comic,
them, though.
Louis C.K.
That's
ain't
what I
no
was about
social
to
media
say.
You can't
comic.
name
I was
them.
about to
You
say
can't
that.
name them. You can't name niggas that's been big
Because
before.
now
way
you,
before.
now you
Yeah, can't name them,
Now
yeah.
you naming Mahomes and Josh Allen and all that.
Yeah.
What about the Dak Prescotts and them niggas behind them?
Yeah, you got to go from.
Okay.
You got to go from people
Okay.
who don't have no big TV, who didn't have
Right.
the TV credits.
Them
You
the
gotta
only
go
niggas
like
that
the
are
regular.
eating. If you ain't
It's hard to see that.
Dave or Said or Samoa or DL, motherfuckers like that,
Yeah, the Bruce,
they eating still.
Arnaz J.
Not like they was, but they still eating.
Yeah, we got to go after that. We got to talk about. We got to
Who's
talk.
after that?
We got to talk 2000.
It ain't no second tier
Whoever.
nigga like that, man. It
After
really
Bruce
ain't.
Bruce?
Yeah, there's
Huh?
nobody really
You said
after that.
after
He
Bruce
said,
Bruce?
you know, the names they said we got to go after that. So who's after that?
It ain't no second tier. It don't seem
so
like.
we got to
man.
go with
Michael Blackson?
and he don't count technically because he's still
Yo,
old.
I just had
old
a
school.
conversation last night because I thought, because from what I saw from afar, like Michael Blackson was adding shows. Like I was like,
Yeah.
damn, this nigga got 9 shows.
But it's he.
Gary
he
Owens
beat-
adding shows.
Now it's not
Mike
that
Blackson
no
adding
more.
shows.
He beat
Like
up
now
his
it's just
social
Friday and
media.
Saturday, nigga, and they ain't full. I think it's right now. People
Sometimes it depends on the city.
people are
Yeah.
really choosing carefully how to spend their bread, man.
We got to
Right.
start from the Tony
People
Bakers
scared.
up, those names, because even you got Little Red, like the last few comics, the class before me that really started making a name would be like Little Rel,
Rodney Perry.
Not Ronnie old
Ronnie old school, but I'm just saying he's on that second tier.
Wait, Little Rel don't have TV credits?
No, I mean that's still able to get, you know.
You talking working clubs?
Yeah, like the new niggas who got like Tony Baker,
Hannibal.
Social media. Tony Baker's a social media guy.
Social media.
Okay.
But Tony Baker was a comic.
He was a comic first,
before.
and then social media popped off.
Okay.
Right.
So he's working. But he was able to work based off of his following. His social media got him in a position to get, Ryan Davis. Yep. Those are the cats, but they all got those weekends down based off of the social media. Carlos was a comic, and he had Wildin' Out is what got him.
Okay, true.
Yeah, that was his vehicle.
That was his vehicle.
And I think Carlos is truly funny. Like,
Carlos is
all that shit away, he's still fucking funny.
Man.
But Carlos, you don't see Carlos doing the improvs, the funny bones.
He does.
He's doing them now.
Yeah.
I've seen his face up there.
As he should be.
Him and Chico.
Chico getting them.
Yeah, him and Chico got weekends, and then they just come together and do their,
Yeah,
so
but they had those. They got
their own lane,
vehicle.
man. You can't really even mention them because they have their own shit.
Yeah,
that 85 South shit is their own entity.
Yeah,
and they eating off it each.
That's another thing you said. You said these slow joggers are passing me, right? Is that you said?
But I'm saying as far as people with a lot of notoriety and a lot of followers, but they don't have the show to match it.
That's the thing. Me and Rob, Rob Stapleton.
Yeah.
Me and Rob Stapleton had this conversation before. Rob Stapleton was in that same headspace, like, yo, this fucking game and all these social media motherfuckers, they doing all this corny shit. And like, yo, Tone, I don't want to do that corny shit to get follows and likes and all that. I said, bro, you don't got to do all that shit. That corny shit, or what, if you view it as corny, that other stuff they doing to get the likes and the follows, that man doing that because that worked for him. Mm-hmm. You looking at his lane saying, I don't want to do that. Yeah, you don't have to do that. That's his lane. Do what works for you,
right? Social
media wise, as Rob Stapleton.
Yep.
Do what works for Rob Stapleton. I got to play this game now too myself. I'm talking everything I say to you and Rob and my contemporaries. I'm saying to myself as well. Like, yo, you got to play more in this lane. Comedically, and I'm gonna talk my shit. Comedically, I don't think a motherfucker could fuck with me with a mic in my hand. Mm-hmm. But social media wise, yeah, I'm lacking. So now I got to play in this lane so that I can get this lane almost as strong as this lane. Once I get this lane as strong as this lane, bruh, goodbye, bye to the game.
How do you think we going through the same shit? And that's why I don't complain about it no more. Because first of all, and I used to make a lot of posts complaining about it, and I used to complain about it a lot on stage. But somebody had to bring to my attention. It's like, nigga, they come here to escape their problems. They don't want to hear about yours.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And you just, and I remember this nigga, DL would tell me that. He was like, nigga, you go up there and you destroy this shit, and then you complain about the game. He's like, you reeled them man to become a fan, and now you telling them your fucking problem.
Yeah, don't never let them know how you
tell
feel.
them why
they shouldn't even realize it. You telling them why they shouldn't fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even realize I was doing that. But we going through the same shit. You think, fucking Ghostface killing them, they went through the same shit when these niggas started doing Laffy Taffy and all that.
And guess what? Ray's album just dropped a couple weeks ago. That shit's fire. For the niggas that fuck with Ray, that shit's fire.
Yes.
And I'm sitting here with bated breath waiting for Ghost's album.
Yeah.
Because the niggas that fuck with them are gonna fuck with them regardless.
Always.
Whatever lane they in, that's the lane I listen to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about what the new cat that just came out with the snap, whatever. That's not my lane, bro. I'm not focused on that whatsoever.
But you look at your album sales slipping, and then you see these niggas doing that shit right there.
Listen,
and
that
if you
man,
pay attention to it, it's gonna piss you off.
That man check say his name on it.
Right.
This man check say his name. Right. I never tripped off of what anybody else check was. Mm-hmm. I only concern myself with the checks that say Anthony Rock.
Yep.
My lights on, my fridge full, my baby good.
Yeah. Once you put the blinders on, man, life gets better.
You gotta, bro. Are you happy? Like are you happy?
I'm very.
Do you go to bed at night and put your head on a soft pillow and go, yo, this is? Yeah. It could be better. It could be better for everybody. Right. Even the motherfuckers that's getting it ain't happy or ain't where they want to be.
It's an illusion.
That's why.
And they got more problems than the motherfucker that got less.
I would never fucking complain.
You know what's good about you, bro? And I mean, for me, just listening to the conversation and me being in LA for 16 years, and I've had similar struggles, which like what you're expressing. Trust me, I done been at the crib like, yo, what the fuck, man? Trust me, you know what I mean? I done had plenty of that, bro. But you have a life a normal life in a sense, a life of normalcy.
Very much so.
Where I don't know if you marry, I don't know if you got kids, I don't know what's going on. You got the house with the closet,
Very
right?
much so.
And
I don't have to put up with a lot of shit.
And out here, bro, I tell people all the time, you have to, in this madness, in this thing we call comedy, and not even comedy, this entertainment period, one of the hardest things is to find a normalcy, a life of normalcy where you could just be normal and could go home to regular shit, deal with regular shit, have a beer, smoke cigar with your niggas without even talking about comedy, without even talking about the business. Right. Like, yo, how your mom's doing? How your kids doing? And it's hard because there's so much bullshit out here. And once I got in the mindset of just, yo, you have a normal life outside of all this shit. And that's what really matters the most. That's what's going to drive the other things. So when you get frustrated about the game, you're like, yo, your son just got his master's. So it's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? So this little shit that I feel like is like crazy, I'm like, yo, this ain't that bad. I could handle this. I could deal with this.
I want so much out of this shit because I put so much into it.
Yeah.
I want so much out of it, and I know I deserve a lot
but
out of
you
this
don't
shit.
get to dictate when
that
happens.
happens. Yeah. You're right.
Once you come to grips with
That's
that,
a harsh reality.
I think, listen, when I play the lotto, I don't play the lotto, but when I play that shit, I expect to hit that motherfucker. I'm thinking like, I don't play this shit all the time, so I should this shit should for me. But you don't get to dictate that.
I want so much.
But I live my life like I did hit the lotto.
I don't realize how fortunate I am sometimes. How much I've been shielded from all the bullshit, being in the position I'm in. Like I somebody had to tell me, it's like, nigga, for somebody who didn't think he was gonna live past 18 because of the war zone I was in at the time, at this time there was a bunch of, niggas from New York coming out of Virginia and setting up shop. And
we took over your town for a little bit. No, I'm kidding.
A lot of them tried, but I was in the middle of a fucking war. Like I did not think I was gonna make it past 18. So for a man who didn't think he was gonna make it past 18 and got caught up in all that dumb shit as a kid, as a young man, and I ended up turning my shit around and doing this. It's like, nigga, I got a crib on the golf course.
Come on, man.
I got Rolexes and shit. I got a kid through college. Like I'm the fanciest fucking opener out there. And if sometimes I gotta follow my sword and just be that man, like that's what it is. I'm in a privileged fucking position, and I have to be told that because I want so much fucking more.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
When you listen to the noise, because there'd be a lot of niggas be like, yo, fuck that nigga. You that nigga. You supposed to be. You listen to that shit, it fucks with you. I got a lot of people that be like, yo, man, why this nigga don't do this for you? He can put you in that. I'm like, man, it's not this nigga's job. He has to be gainfully employed.
Hello, you're talking to the king of why this nigga don't do for you. You're talking to the poster child for why this nigga don't do for you.
You understand
and
what I'm talking about.
And son, I got 4 cars.
I'm not asking a nigga for nothing, man.
I got whatever I need. But people, I'm the poster for why this nigga don't do for you.
Yep. I didn't even think of that.
You can't listen to that shit, bro.
Can't listen to it.
You
Once I tuned it out.
You cannot literally not listen to that shit.
Once I tuned it out, life became great.
Yeah. Put the headphones on.
It's like people say that to you as if whatever their life is, they wish somebody would do something for them.
That's what they just wish that they wish that somebody would do something.
And they don't understand the game. They're not in the game. It's just
come from a good place.
But they're not talking about. They're not coming from that kind of talk isn't related to the game. They just want somebody to do for them.
No, when they say, because they just think because he with DL.
Right.
Oh, but why DL don't put you
right.
And it's just like you move to Atlanta. Well, won't you get in touch with Tyler Perry? Like, if I could call, like, if I could, I would.
A lot of that shit come from a good place, though, with a lot of motherfuckers.
It does.
And then sometimes it's evil spirits stirring shit up.
Yeah, man. You gotta be so careful.
I used to do a bit back in the day about that, about how my boys come to LA, they don't understand how it works. So we be in the crib, and this is a true story. Niggas be in the crib smoking in my crib and shit, which I hate, but they my boys, so fuck it. And they be like, yo, son, you should do a movie with Denzel, nigga. And I'm like, yeah, you right, I should. And like, I'm saying, nigga, do that shit, yo. And I'm like, how, you think I just...
You got his number?
And then, like, New York niggas don't get it, so they'll be like, what, you scared, nigga? Just do it. Like, so how you think I'm just gonna call this number? Like, they so out of the realm of reality when it comes to this business. Yo, son, do a movie with that nigga, son. Just do it.
And then you good.
Oh, you think movies just fall out the sky? Like, nah, just call that nigga. Be like, yo, let's do a movie.
Then when you break it down, Denzel got 2 kids in the business that he ain't put in their movies. So like, they don't know.
You gotta write a movie. You gotta get that shit greenlit. You gotta get a studio.
You gotta get money. Somebody
that actually, they gotta be a budget. They gotta be like, who's attached to even make these white people put their money up? Like, just do the movie, son.
Yeah, they don't know.
They don't have a sense of the real reality.
Yeah, you know,
they want the best for you.
But like you just said, your friends are saying that they don't mean no harm, but
some of them do.
It come from a good place.
But it come from a good,
for the most part.
Yeah.
But I see, like niggas I grew up with and was in the fucking trenches with and did all this dirt and shit. Like, last couple of years, them niggas have come to see me. Now, a lot of them niggas like, man, fuck that nigga. I know you funny. Like, But, to see me in my professional environment and my capacity, like it's been a couple dudes like the hardest rock, like the hardest thug fucking killers. You know what I mean? Niggas done did 20-year bids. Ain't never seen me before. 25 years type shit. And just the look on them niggas' faces. I done had like a nigga used to bully me damn near when I was young. You know what I mean? This nigga saw me on stage. First of all, he didn't know I was gonna be there. He just wanted to go see DL. Right. So when I go on stage, that nigga yelling out my childhood.
The government name because they know.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, this nigga know me. Like and I'm just getting on stage and he's still Jimbo. I'm like, all right, nigga. You know what I mean? So after I get off stage, this nigga look on his face. It's like, nigga, you fucking amazing. I never thought you was doing it like this.
Yeah. Feels good.
Yeah. And I'm just like, man, I ain't never seen, of course nigga ain't saying no shit like I'm proud of, but you saw it. I saw it in his face.
That's his way of saying it
right there. Amazed and proud. Like, you a comedian, nigga. You ain't just some nigga being funny. Like, you a structured fucking comedian. So, little shit like that helps out a lot, man.
It's an affirmation that you in the right spot. Because sometimes when
you where you supposed to be, bro.
Yeah, it's a marathon.
Sometimes all it takes is one. Sometimes it's like, if you don't get that affirmation, you just kind of, let it slide. You've been doing this long enough.
You be in the trenches with a lot of comics too, you know what I mean? And get those words of affirmation.
Yeah.
I remember hearing like Rodney Perry tell me, he was like, Bo, you one wake up from being that nigga. Like he told me that one night and it was like, God damn, that's deep.
It feels good. You need
one
that.
wake up, nigga. He was like, keep your head up.
Yeah, your peers said.
That's what TK Carter was saying on the episode we had. He said when Eddie gave him a compliment, he was like, yo, we need that because it does something to
Damn
us
right it does.
to make us be like, oh, let me keep
feel seen by your peers.
Shit, man.
Even when you said you was gonna do the podcast, I'm like, yo, I don't think this nigga know how much of a fuck with him. Like son, I'm telling you the cats that they go, yo.
I've never done shit like this before, and that's why I was like, I have to get on podcasts. Like, I have to get on podcasts.
You got stories, man.
It'll be a show with 5 motherfuckers, 5 comics on the show. And you leave like, yo, that dude with that suit on, boy, that what's his name? Bo Dacious? Man, that dude.
Yeah.
It might have been with Guy or something. Like when I saw you, I was like, who is this cat? Like, oh, he must
I worked with Guy a couple times.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, you must be the dude in town. Like you the dude that be working the club that just ain't working this weekend. But yeah, you get the Windsor knot.
The goods, man.
Had that Windsor knot.
Double Windsor.
Yeah. Came up there and just like destroyed. And I was like, all right, because they do the guest set before the feature. And I was like, okay.
I go hard as shit. And I've also had that comparison. I forgot who told me that. I think it was Dugard. This nigga named Dugard.
Yeah, Dugard. Yeah, I know.
Dugard was like, Bo.
He used to work with him too.
You know how Dugard is. Bo, you are DC Curry before he blew up.
Wow.
He was
That's
like,
a compliment.
I watched DC Curry before. He was like, niggas would not let him on their shows because they were scared to follow him. He said, man, this nigga was so goddamn funny that they wouldn't even let him on shows because nobody wanted to go after him. He was that nigga moved mountains. He was like, you are like that. He was like, don't look for nobody to do shit for you, nigga, because you don't look like you need help.
Man, I seen him one time. I seen somebody throw up, like having such a good time.
Bruh.
Somebody vomited in the club.
That's weird because I know you said you probably one of the flyest openers. When I'm on stage, I'm one of them.
He's taking offense to this.
Anyway,
no, go ahead and say, you man.
That's one thing too I struggle with sometimes when people don't think you need it.
Yep.
Like, oh, look at the car he got. Look at him. Look what he dressed. Look what his chick look like. Look at look at everything. That nigga don't need no help.
Optics, man.
And it's just like,
but my optics gonna always be on point because I'm from the hood. Like, my shit had to be on point, or you caught it.
I said, you wouldn't know if I had $5 in my pocket or $5
I caught
million
strays,
in my pocket.
nigga. Every fucking when I walked out the house, strays everywhere.
Yeah.
And then when I finally got sick of that nigga, and then when I turned to something different, like now I got a little drug money and shit, and my gear and everything tight. Now you ain't got nothing to say.
Right.
Now, nigga, the rabbit has the gun. It got to the point.
Looking back.
It got to the point, like when I first started joking niggas for real, and I started seeing like girls laughing and shit, I was like, oh, I got an audience. Now I'm this nigga. Like when I walk up now, it's like, I'm this nigga. And now they leaving.
Yeah.
Like, no, nigga, don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Like I remember all the times you chased me off the corner. Come on and get these strays, nigga. I got a clip full.
That's hilarious.
When I became that's when I was like, oh, I can do this for real. You know what I mean?
Well, speaking of getting on niggas, I want to bring this topic up because I want everybody's opinion. I mean, I'm sure everybody here is a hip hop head.
Yes.
And so, are we all familiar with this Cam'ron beef with Omar Gooding?
I got bits and pieces of it.
Yes.
No.
So, it started off where Cam was on this podcast and was talking about the struggles of actors and talking about Ving Rhames and these people got to wait to get calls to get work, and he was just like, and Omar Gooding Jr. and he called him Junior.
Right.
Instead of Omar
That's what
Gooding.
talking about. They got to wait to get work?
He was like, yo, in the business, they got to wait for people to call them to get work. It's hard for them to just work without waiting on, without a call and all
I
this
didn't know
stuff
that's what
like
he's talking
that.
about. I know he said Omar Gooding Jr.
And he said Omar Gooding Jr. So Omar went to that and was like, yo, my name ain't Omar Gooding Jr. It's Omar Gooding. Jr. is my brother, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Right.
And whatever. So
that was an honest mistake, but Cam is such an asshole. That,
you know the way he was saying it was awesome.
And then Mace laughing.
Right.
So it makes it bad. Yeah.
We not little niggas. That's little niggas.
That's funny.
So then Omar goes and dropped a diss track on Cam. That was actually pretty fire. And he dropped 3 of them. And all 3 of them are actually pretty. They not bad at all, yo.
That's
like,
funny,
shit. The
man.
nigga really.
Funny.
So then what happened recently, and this is what I want to get everybody paid on.
But Cam said in the freestyle, don't compare me to no Omar Gooding.
Yeah, Cam had a freestyle too. That was, Cam.
Just one line. He didn't make a diss track. He didn't make a diss track. He just said, don't compare me to Omar Gooding.
Exactly.
Omar Gooding.
And then, so recently, Cam, what he did was he talked to somebody who knew Omar, right? And was like, yo, how much this nigga charge to do a film? And they was like, yo, we probably could get Omar for like 15, for a day, get him for like 1,500, whatever. Cam was like, I'm going to pay him $3 grand and set up a fake movie.
I saw it today. I saw it today.
Yeah, and
that's
all
hilarious.
this. And then, so Cam is seeing Omar. Now, Cam done paid him, flew him out, put him up.
That's funny.
He on set with all the Cam people, but Omar thinking it's a real set and a real film and
cameras and everything.
Cameras and everything.
Man.
Omar got his shirt off and doing pusses and all this, and he clowning him. But my thing is, he like, yo, I got him. I'm gonna put it on Revolt, whatever. But in my mind, I'm like, and that's what I want to get everybody opinion. To me, that's
so Omar made it responded to that. He posted a clip and was like, yo, first of all, I want to thank you. $3,000 and a free trip to Miami.
Yeah.
All right, the movie ain't coming out. Okay, cool. But I got $3,000 and a free trip to Miami.
Right.
So
I'm like, how's that an L?
Yeah, because Omar is trying to do stand-up. So that's probably more than what he make doing stand-up.
But they can't win that.
He does stand-up, so that's a whole bit right there that only he can tell.
Yep.
And I feel like that shit
content.
backfired on Cam.
I got punked by
you know what I mean?
No, it didn't.
So you don't think it backfired on Cam? So you think Cam
got
won
time,
that?
man. Cam got time. And he petty. And quite frankly, that nigga cracks me up.
I'm just like, to me, that's not an L. Like
it shows it shows that when a nigga got money,
he's sunned
and he got
nigga.
time,
he's
and he petty, they will go to there was no
he
limit.
feel like he's
limit.
So you feel like he got sunned? Did you feel like
I don't really feel like nobody got sunned in that situation. I don't really feel like that was that's not one of them things where, like, put it this way, bitches ain't gonna look at it like, yo, you a sucker, nigga. Like, bitch, I got $3,000. Like,
maybe it just didn't hit. It didn't hit like you thought it was.
It ain't like something that, like,
Maybe it didn't hit like he thought it would, but it was a sunning to a degree.
It was a sunning to a degree, but it ain't like people like again. He
didn't
like,
play.
I got you.
Let your guard down. Like, yo, that's the nigga.
Yeah,
he showed up to the fake
Yo,
movie
that
set.
got $3,000 and a free trip to Miami.
Right.
Like it's just a position of power.
How different is that? How different is how much different is that than a chick you tell a chick you want to take her out and you take her to a nice dinner and buy her some flowers or whatever after dinner and she go back to your crib and don't fuck. It's like, all right, baby, well, at least I got a good meal out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't really play me. Like, when we went to how many times we went to the club? Me and you been at the club, and I've had gave this speech a couple of times with you in the crew.
Right.
We be in a club, and I'll go, yo, get 4 or 5 bottles because we know we gonna be getting like, yo, just invite people to drink. Like I get the table set up and I'll just sit there and chill and be like, yo, just have I make my table the club. I don't want to be associated with everything else going on. Right. I want my table to be my section. Right. So I'll be like, yo, somebody go get some chicks and who got smoke and I'll just chill. I might be chilling and having a conversation with one of y'all and let everybody do their thing.
I got to tell the story.
And the chicks will come and drink. They'll drink. And then leave, and they think like, yo, we played them niggas, we drank all that liquor. I didn't give a fuck. You think you played me, shorty? Like, you played yourself. You could have stayed and got a meal out of it because we're going to eat after this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You played yourself.
But you somewhere telling the story like, yo, we drank all that nigga liquor. Like, you think that was an L for me?
And it's like mad actors shoot a film that don't get released or don't come out.
I gotta tell the story because I know you probably forgot about it. You came and did Funny Bone one week. I'm not even sure if I hosted a joint or whatever, or I just showed up to come watch you because I gotta get you because you a funny motherfucker, man.
Thank you,
like
brother.
you are fucking legitimate and you don't get the flowers you deserve.
Thank you, brother.
But I came to see the show, I think, and me and I think it might have been me and Angus Black. We took you out.
Oh yeah, Angus, my dude.
Yeah, we took you out. I think it was Entourage or something. So we in the VIP section, and fucking. We just out, shooting the shit or whatever. Fucking Marcus Vick walks up. Remember that?
Yeah. That was the night he got arrested.
Yep.
I remember that.
Marcus Vick walks up. This is before, I think this is right before Marcus fucked up that $100 million contract that he was going to get with the Dolphins. I think it was right before that or it was right after it. So he walks towards us in the VIP section and dude, like, yo, where you going? Like, cause he didn't know who he was. Yeah. And Marcus was like, you don't know who I am? And he was like, no. So he turned him away. So we laughing and shit. 6 o'clock in the morning, like I'm looking at the news. This nigga gets arrested.
Yeah. Son, I remember that night. I told you. Yo, but here's the funny thing. I remember the dude turning him away, and he was with a chick. He was with a bad joint. Yep. And dude turned him away from VIP because he didn't know who he was. You know what the fuck I am, nigga? You know what the fuck? Iced out and all that. Gets outside and gets into an argument with the girl. It was arguing with security because they was like putting him out. Because he was like really trying to get at security. They dragged him out. Didn't drag him out. They put him out. And the chick like, well, let's just go. He saw arguing with the chick. And I said to G was with me, Garrett Dixon, me, you, Garrett Dixon, and Angus. And I said, yo, he gonna fuck around and go to jail tonight. I get up to do radio the next morning, and we get to the radio station. I'm like, yo, and they're like, okay, first story. Like, you know what happened to Marcus Vick last night? I'm like, what? He got arrested last night? I'm like, yo, I said I was at the club. I was there when he got arrested.
You talked about it all weekend. I remember that. That was
TK Kirkland.
That was my opening. That was my opening. The rest of the weekend, I was like, yo, I was in the club last night. I said, yo, this nigga going to jail tonight. And he went to jail.
So arguing with his chick, went to jail.
I turned that shit into
so
my opening
ill
joke.
about that, man. That nigga had more ability than Mike.
Really?
But you know what happened? The brother made it first. The brother blew up first.
Yeah, but if he had did what the fuck he was supposed to do, he would have been better. That nigga was faster than Mike Vick.
Damn.
He was faster than Mike Vick. Marcus was, I was like that, but he got caught in that. Them Newport News niggas, man.
Yeah,
no, you know what?
AI.
They got in his ear. Like we just said, they got in his ear. Yo, your brother doing...
Mike tried to do the right thing. Like when he got signed, he took that nigga with him.
That was the mistake.
Took him to Atlanta. And I think that might have been a mistake.
Yo, it is. Yo, if your brother is the #1 quarterback, Atlanta, Mike Vick, and you, like you say, just as good as him or even better,
man,
you cannot have him living how you're living.
Yeah.
Because now you feel like you are him.
If he wanted to help, know what he should have did? He should have been like, yo, all right, you better,
but
I'm going to get you the best quarterback coaches in the world. you're gonna go off into the mountains and just train and come back.
But they went to Virginia Tech, so that's really fucking out there.
That's mountains, yeah.
Yeah,
and
way out there.
Or it needs to be, listen, I have this set aside for you. You cannot have access to this until you complete X, Y, and Z.
Your training is not complete.
Yeah.
And not too long ago, like it was.
He wasn't doing the work.
He wasn't doing the work.
Right. See,
Yeah, not too long ago, he was on the news. He got caught up in some shit. Like his nigga had a warrant for his arrest or something. So he like at a fitness joint working out, and the fucking sheriff's deputies coming there to arrest him. This nigga runs away. They ain't catching him. And that nigga was so far ahead, he stopped and just walked back and just gave himself up.
Wow.
That shit was on the news, yeah.
Because he's probably running like, yo, what are you doing? Now you got to just keep
They
running.
know
You
me.
can't- They know who I am.
And
They
then,
know what,
you know, Mike
I
Vick
ain't leaving the
wanted
country.
by
Like,
the police.
The week Mike Vick got out, he came to my show. I think Philly signed him that day or the next day. I think Philly might sign him the day before or something. I just know Vic showed up to my show, my Wednesday night. And I was just like, you know, we all treated him good and all that. And I think Andy Reid signed him that week.
Yeah.
And so, of course, this nigga come back and throw a party and all that. And, of course, Marcus and all them niggas at the club, them Newport dude, they started shooting at the fucking club.
Damn.
And I was like, man, you know this man just got out of jail. And y'all done this shit and put stain on his name. That's why he don't even come around like that. But he back at the crib because, you know, he coaching Norfolk State now.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
I think
that's
dope,
real
man.
good.
That's a full
That's
circle
dope.
moment.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking, because Norfolk State games are crazy anyway. So he already done built him a staff of
Dope. I think that's dope as hell.
Yeah, that is.
We got to go catch them in them games.
That's still, come on, man.
Yeah.
This ain't nothing but a word.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do some prime time type shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I
We gotta
feel
go
like it too.
Show support. Show
All
support.
right, so speaking of that, what we think about Shedeur's first game?
Good.
Solid.
B
Good.
plus,
Solid.
B plus.
B plus, solid
Mhm.
B.
Yeah.
Solid.
You think he,
Solid
you think
B.
he surpassed expectations, or it's like as expected?
Well,
No, he didn't
that
surpass my
I think he's like-
expectations. He didn't
For-
He didn't
surpass
surpass mine, no.
For a
That nigga's
fifth
good.
round draft pick, he
Right.
exceeded expectations.
for a fifth
Yeah.
round. But we all know
For
he
what
shouldn't
we
have
already
been.
knew,
Yeah.
that he should have been the third or fourth or fifth guy drafted.
Yeah.
He was right
How
along
is
where he
nigga
should have been.
surprised? He had a 70% completion percentage with no fucking line.
But people always
So-
gonna find excuses. It was a week. He was in the week.
I just hate this whole environment
conference.
that we in, man.
Yeah.
It's like you don't do this to try to teach this nigga a
He
lesson.
said worst defense from 2024.
Yeah, yeah.
think so, yeah.
We
Okay.
got a bet, Mark. I can't remember what it was, but somebody probably gonna owe somebody a 6-pack. It's probably gonna owe me. I forgot what the
What
bet
was
was about. It was about Shedeur. What did we say, Mark? That he was gonna be starting by the 5th game?
This game. Okay, let's see.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's clear. Who the hell
That-
said
that
they
was
got
like the
Flacco?
preseason,
Is Flacco?
They got Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel,
Yeah, he's 4, right?
Deshaun Watson. We forgot about him. And Shedeur. They're not
So
keeping
now
5
he's
QBs.
4.
Deshaun a ski mask all-star, man. He robbed them niggas.
Cleveland is not gonna let Shedeur go because he is bringing so much money,
Shadeur's gonna be.
Deshaun
they wanna
Watson has a
see.
guaranteed contract.
so he can go.
But Joe Flacco,
He can go, but they
Joe
gotta pay him.
Flacco took them niggas to the playoffs a couple
Everybody
years
can
ago.
go. Everybody. It's football.
Joe
Yeah, everybody
Flacco
can go. Yeah,
still
no get
play,
there.
but you know, nigga get back there and hit him. That's gonna be the end.
Yeah.
So I say,
Flacco on the way out.
I say the middle of November, Shadeur's gonna be the starter.
Wow.
Yep, I see it.
I had an argument with my boy. He was like, he didn't look that good.
What?
You know, you always got the one boy that always want to go against.
Yeah.
What the fuck you
I
want
was
him
like,
to
what
do?
you mean? He looking like Tom, but he's not he's not the making. He don't look good on paper. He's not looking good on paper. You know, like
On
his
paper.
making. I'm like, he
play the
looks
game on
like
paper.
Tom Brady didn't look good on paper. He just happened to be the elite quarterback. Do you think there's going to be another Tom Brady? I said, possibly.
Not,
Man,
it won't
do
be
you
another
know-
Tom Brady, but there can be
you
one,
know-
the first Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur
Yeah.
Sanders.
You know what kind of
Yeah.
slander I have endured the last couple of years? Because look, man. I've been a Chiefs fan since Chris Okoye.
Oh, man. The
Yeah, I
Nigerian
go
nightmare.
back to
The
Tecmo
Nigerian
Bowl
nightmare.
when we had
Damn.
Barry Word in them. Like I
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah.
I go far back as Marcus Allen. God,
That was a little bit after.
yeah,
but
yeah, that's how far back I can
I'm
go. with
diehard, lifelong, from the birth Steelers fan.
I'm
Up and down, in
Giants.
and out.
a Steelers fan because I fuck with Tom. He a Virginia.
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
fucking Mike Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never thought my team would ever win or even go to a fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then we drafted 15. I don't follow college like that. And I was just like,
Oh,
who
no,
the fuck
he was cold in
who the
college.
fuck is this kid? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he was
Like,
cold.
but then when, week 17, when they put that nigga in, I was like, oh. once I saw him throw a couple times, I was like, oh, nigga, we got Brett Favre. So the last, look, man, the refs been cheating for us. I don't know what it is.
Oh, I'm glad you said it.
The refs been cheating for us.
I'm glad you said it.
The whole fucking time. Like, man, look. We got our ass beat in the Super Bowl, but it was due because we won all them games by a point or two. And I knew that Philly was going to beat our ass, and it looked like Tampa when they beat our ass. It looked just like it from the first play. But I'm just saying, I have endured a lot of slander, and I don't give a fuck. I don't mind being a bad guy. I don't mind because I was the lovable loser for 30 fucking years. It's like I tell niggas I'm a Chiefs fan, they be like, why? Either that or all.
Yeah, that's what I get. That's what I get now. I'm a Giants fan, so that's what I get now.
That you definitely.
I get the all. But now I'm Giants, and I'm watching all of the rounds. So I'm going to be on that. Yeah. And I was in Jacksonville when Jacksonville had their first preseason game this past.
Travis Hunter?
Yeah, with Travis. Travis, I mean, he's playing on both sides, receiver, so he can't really do that much spectacular, because they got to throw in the ball. But
I just hope
he was looking okay.
His broad don't end up being a distraction.
Ooh, boy,
I don't think so. No, it's
taking his
social
money,
media, man.
Bruh.
I feel like it's social media.
I think it's a little deeper than that.
Listen, man.
I don't.
The facts is the facts.
Ain't no facts, bro. Ain't no facts.
Listen.
Everybody
listen.
He's getting divorced, though, right?
Dog.
No,
Everybody
that's bullshit.
listen.
She beat
So they're still married?
Everybody listen.
That's fake news, man.
Everybody listen.
All right.
That's good.
We all know it's coming.
I don't think so.
Let's just fall back and pray for that brother.
I'm not putting that on him.
I agree with that.
We all know it's coming.
I agree with that.
Based off
learn your
all
lesson.
the social media
take your
bullshit
medicine.
that we know is not real.
Take your medicine.
It's based
learn
off
your
what
lesson.
I've seen.
Learn your lesson.
Not
Learn your
real.
lesson. Learn your lesson.
That's an
You can see
expensive
10
lesson.
minutes. You can see 5 seconds of a clip and draw a whole conclusion. Those 3 to 5 seconds are not real.
She beats him, man.
Okay, so if what is real is her overall behavior.
Yep.
That's not real.
What is that, AI? Is that an AI chick being
When
disrespectful?
you say the overall behavior, you're looking at a 3 to 5 second clip.
Okay, a 3 to 5 second clip, you are behaving as a man's wife like that. That means it's
like
other
what? That's what I'm saying. Y'all
conduct unbecoming.
I never seen anything she did that I was just like, oh shit, like, and everything that people said something about, she explained.
This shit ain't gonna end well, dog.
Why you got to explain?
Let's just all
we had this
agree.
conversation before. We and you said he said everything that they brought to her attention, she explained. And I said, that's another reason why I don't like it. Because I hate a bitch that got an explanation for everything.
Yeah, you got to explain that.
She's only explaining because she's being attacked.
Attack for what?
Let's just all agree.
3 to 5 seconds.
Let's just wait and see what happens.
Let's just all agree.
I'm team Travis and his girl.
He got a baddie. Okay, she ain't a bad looking girl. Pretty nice looking girl. He has never been exposed to that kind of shit before. That man, I ain't gonna never judge another man, but Travis ain't a looker. No, he's not, man.
So 5 years they've been together.
That was a girlfriend. I mean, so
yeah, before high school.
But she was fucking him on earning potential. Cause I know he ain't just become that fucking magnificent. He been magnificent a little while.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yes. So she saw this is the ticket. This nigga's not no looker, man. He's a little Busta Rhymesy.
But
I'm gonna disagree with you on that one.
He is a looker.
No.
What the
fuck? You said earning potential. I think they were so young when they started out, she wasn't even aware of like earning potential. Right. I think the shift is going to come.
They've been together that long?
I don't know about that.
I think, listen, I think you can know a nigga. You can know a nigga might do something. There's no guarantee in sports. You can break your ankle in senior year, you rap. So there's no guarantee in sports.
Of course.
I don't think it was earning potential. I think that now that they're in the actual space, that the contracts are signed and the ring is on the finger, I think the shift now is, wait a minute, no prenup? If I leave, I get half of this? Oh, shit.
And they got married in a state.
And we state with no state tax and all that.
No state
and
no
like
fault.
we just said,
that's what it was.
You said in your life, they would got in your ear and told you, yo, this nigga. Mm-hmm. I live every day, yo, this nigga. It's inevitable that they're going to get in her ear, yo, this. And you said you didn't really like him in the beginning, and now you in this. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I don't think I am.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong.
I don't want that man to go through that kind of hurt.
I'm team
number one high school recruit.
Huh?
He said he was the number one high
If
school
he was the
recruit.
number one high school recruit,
You know why? You know why I say that? Because ain't nobody talk shit
Earning
about Tom Brady and his
potential.
Earning
wife.
potential.
Earning
Let
potential.
me
But
tell
that
you something about earning
possibility is
potential.
there.
Well,
right?
I had a job making $8 an hour, and I was doing comedy, open mics when I first started. So I'm probably 5 years in. I'm with my twins' mother. I got twin boys. Now, I used to go to the comedy club every Wednesday, and she didn't really pay that shit no mind. She just be like, "Where you going?" I'm like, "The comedy club." I never told her I was a comic. So we weren't really into each other like that. We, see each other a little bit. It wasn't no full-fledged relationship.
Right.
So one day she was like, "So what you be doing at the comedy club?" I was like, "Well, I tell jokes. I'm a comedian." She was like, "For real?" Like, "Yeah." She was like, "Well, me and my sister gonna come see you. If you ain't funny, we're gonna boo you and all that." I was like, "All right." So she comes to the show. I go up there and do my shit. After the show, I had a different look from her. It was like some, why is she pregnant with twins soon?
You know why? Can I tell you why?
Earning potential.
Can I tell you why?
She believed in you.
Because when you were saying, "Hey, I'm just going to the comedy club," and she didn't know you was a comic, you had on glasses and a suit, and you were leaving, right? When she came to the show and saw you, you took the glasses off and took the suit off, and she saw the S.
Yep.
You was Clark Kent until she knew you were Superman.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You was Clark Kent the whole time. And then she said, "Oh shit, he's Superman?"
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of
There's
I
a
feel
different
like.
look.
Yep. You can fly.
So who will not be attracted to that? You know what I mean? So Travis
We talking about
Hunter
earning potential. He just said that signed high school recruit, number one high school recruit.
But she saw Superman on the field.
I can deal with a little bit of ugliness for a number one high school recruit. He treats me well. You know he treats her well. He ain't never had no woman to look like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know
in
his
high
dating
school,
history.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a safe bet.
All right, before we go. Final question. Comedically, your top 5 comedy specials.
Specials?
Comedy specials.
Wow.
Top 5.
Nobody's never. For me.
This is
Yeah,
listen,
for
there's
me.
no right or wrong.
Right.
There's
Right,
no,
right,
yeah.
oh, you left
For
so-and-so
me-
out. This is your 5.
I'm definitely gonna get 3 or 4 off, but I'm gonna say, not in no particular order.
Yes.
Bill Cosby himself. That's the holy grail for me because that made me want to do this shit because it was that brilliant. And I'm gonna say one that a lot of people don't ever probably
This is
never
your
tell
5,
you.
bro. You
It's
don't
your
gotta
5,
explain it to nobody.
Tommy Davidson, Illin and Philly. Killing them softly, man. Delirious. I can't go for number 5. Number 5.
It's a tough one. Who you gonna leave out?
I'm gonna say Raw because, I'm gonna say Raw.
Okay, that's a
there you go.
respectable
Okay.
5.
We'll
Okay.
take that. We'll
Five.
take
I
that
like
5.
that.
We'll take
All
that
right,
5.
my brother, I want to thank you for your time. I know you hate being here. We got, what, 5 days left?
5 days left. Yep.
And what y'all doing Oxnard?
Yeah, tomorrow to crack them up Thursday joint, and then Oxnard Friday and Saturday, and then Chocolate Sundays.
Oxnard Improv this weekend. BO DACIOUS, DL Hughley, Sunday, Chocolate Sundays. I don't know the rest of the comics on the lineup, but my brother right here is on the lineup, so check him out. Then if you
My
can,
boy hosting
get
Thursday.
to Oxnard, Feezy.
Who, Chico?
Yeah.
Yeah, DMV brother.
Yep.
Yeah. I am also at the Comedy Store Belly Room, so I'm looking forward to
Y'all working Thursday?
Yeah, we're on that Thursday, and then we're in Kansas City next week or the following week.
Kansas City next
Kansas
week.
City, that's on the docket. So haven't been there. The new club, right? The new club in Kansas City.
What new club?
Just a new name, Funny Bone, right?
Oh, I thought they had a new place.
No, it's still the
Improv
same.
now, it's just Funny Bone.
Gotcha. Yeah.
This weekend we are in Tacoma, Seattle, Tacoma at
Super Nate's.
Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club, the new location.
Yeah,
Okay,
That's your first time?
I didn't know it was a new location.
Nah.
I thought he just rearranged the old spot.
Nah,
third time.
It's
The address
in the
today, so-
courtyard. It's like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
courtyard.
Yeah,
We just did it. Yeah, it's nice. I
How you
like it.
You like it better than the last one?
No.
Oh, last
Really?
one was better?
I mean, for me, because this one is smaller, man. Like I think I hold like 200.
Oh,
word?
wow.
Man. But I like the room though. It's
Okay.
a very nice room.
Yeah.
Sound, acoustics, all
Is
that
the
shit.
room nicer?
The room is very nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the room is very nice.
Okay. All right. I got well, my kiddo starts school Thursday. First day of school.
Charleston.
Bo. I gotta go meet teachers tomorrow and see classrooms and all that. So that's dope. Then I got first day of school Thursday. Tacoma this weekend. Kansas City next weekend. I got a one-nighter in West Covina at the Laugh Factory in West Covina. I think that's coming up. I'm not exactly sure when that is. So we got Tacoma, we got Kansas City, and we got DC Labor Day weekend. Jordan's getting married in DC, outside of DC that weekend.
Shout out to
So
Jordan
it's gonna
Rock.
be mad family and friends in DC, and I don't have tickets enough for everybody, so stop it. You know all those shows are gonna sell out, and we're gonna probably add a few. So if I can get you in, I can. I'll get you in if I will, if I can. Live in the green room, Bo, my brother. Where we at? Fox, where we at? What's the toll? Drum roll.
We are, let's do a refresh, 13,987.
So
be
we'll
at
be at
14.
15,000 by tomorrow afternoon.
Man,
Right.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yo, this live from the green room. Shout out Captain Kirk Jamaican Rum Punch. Damn, I wanted to talk to you about that.
I thought it was lava lamps.
It's a rum punch. Another reason why I respect you. We'll have to bring you back for another episode.
Yeah,
You have
6
been
years
transparent.
almost.
You
Yep.
have been transparent.
I feel like
in
it's
your
my
sobriety.
duty. Yep.
And this is how much I fuck with you. I'm on your page sometimes, and I see how transparent you are about your sobriety.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the other reasons why I started the podcast, because I knew I had to talk about my journey. I have to talk about things that I hold inside and don't talk to anybody else about. By looking at your page sometimes, bro, I'm like, yo, this dude has been so transparent about his sobriety.
When I saw it was helping people,
Yeah.
and people were inboxing me, I was like, wow, I need to do this. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna go full-fledged into it.
Right.
Maybe if I was called to, I would.
Right.
But, people inbox me all the time, like, yo, man, I'm just like, look, man, if you ain't discussed it with yourself, we ain't gonna have this conversation.
Yeah.
Because that's where I had to go before I said,
How long's it been
this. Be 6 years in November. Yeah.
My brother, thank you for your time, man.
Yes, sir.
Live in the green room. Stay tuned for we do it in the beginning of the show, right? We do it at the beginning now?
We do it in the beginning, yes.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the interns freestyle. We'll see y'all next week. Peace. Charleston, I love you.